Well, since this is your idea, Dexter, why don't you introduce...
Well, hello!
Hey!
It's me, Dexter. With me, as
Dexter.
always.
Hey guys, we should get together and do a recap.
Well, not even just a recap. It's been so long since Game of Thrones has aired, and it's the final season. I thought we would get together and talk about the previous seasons, what we liked, what we didn't like, the fun we had. Mm-hmm. Right, boss? Say hello to the folks at home.
Hey, everybody.
All right, boss is here, everybody.
What if they're listening in their cars?
Look out! Hey, maybe these people live in their cars. I don't know.
Hey, we've all been there. I'm there now.
Welcome to
Oxnard's car.
Oxnard's Chrysler.
Chrysler. Yeah, it's also been a long time since we all got together.
It's been a very long
busy,
time.
so
It's been great, really.
good to have.
Very relaxing.
I've been getting a lot done.
Food tastes better.
Sex is amazing.
Yeah, it's been like at least 2 months because I had a baby. Well, I didn't. My wife had it. I watched. It's disgusting.
Sounds great.
So we have 2 kids now.
Congratulations. Is that what you say?
Yes, that's what people in society do, Oxnard.
I see. I'd like to
way to
wait and
go.
see whether or not this kid, becomes successful, and isn't homeless. Then I'll congratulate.
You'll congratulate me in 30 years.
Yeah, congratulations. Oh wow, they own a house.
With my
and they're doing
dying breath, I congratulate Dexter on something. I
mean,
can't remember what.
great. Any douche-star can just have a kid. It's not
It's true.
blowing a load.
Blowing a load.
Congratulations.
That's right. Actually, that reminds me of a Walder Frey line that I thought was pretty funny and also gross in the show to tie it back
Just
to why
like
we're
Walder
here.
Frey.
That's it. That's pretty gross enough as it is.
Pretty funny.
But he's yelling at somebody, like this is before the Red Wedding and all that. And then he's like, "Oh, why don't you be quiet? You were nothing important until I squirted you into your mother's belly."
I remember that.
That is a disgusting sentence to me.
Awesome.
It haunts me, that line.
I love it.
That guy was really good as Walder Frey. He's a pretty good Walder. I think Walder Frey was supposed to be a big fat guy, right? In the book. I know he suffers from gout.
Oh, then yeah, probably.
I don't think you have to be fat
It's a
to have
king's
gout.
disease.
Yeah, because
Just
you're
eating
lazy and
Very rich foods and not moving around too much.
yeah.
Uh,
I ate lots of cake.
Nice. Well, luckily Dexter has been going through all the seasons. I had
Yeah.
to
So
on
I'm
YouTube.
sitting on the couch with an infant.
Yeah, on YouTube.
Not much else to do.
That's good for them to see.
I was like, might as well. Wow, he has no idea what the fuck's going on. Well, my
Oh,
daughter.
it's in there.
My daughter's almost 3. She walks in the room, then I have to pause it. But it's always paused on like a screen of somebody mid.
Ass.
Like, yeah.
A
Like
penis
Peter
going into
Baelish
an
is
ass.
teaching whores how to pleasure each other, or a guy's getting like roasted alive by a dragon, or having, there's a woman getting stabbed to death. It's always something. Just as she enters
Have you
the
noticed
room.
how the nudity? There was so much more nudity kind of stuff in the beginning, and it kind of like went away as it went on.
There's no time for the nudity now, though, if you think about it.
Yeah.
That was the golden
Yeah.
times of nudity. I mean, Peter Baelish his brothel is destroyed by the sparrows. Because he meets Lady Olenna.
Where's that face?
That's how you have to say it. It's a hard name to say. Lady
Olenna.
Olenna. Is it Olena or Olenna?
Who was she again? I know
That's
the name.
old Lady Tyrell.
Right. Okay.
The
Okay.
thorny broad of the north, not the
She loved
north, of the
figs?
reach. She did, yeah, I guess. Did she? I
No, I'm
think
thinking
she
old
did.
lady Martell or Marcel. Mycel?
Pycelle. That's
Pycelle.
Maester Pycelle. He's an old man, not an old lady. And you didn't want to have a recap.
Well, welcome to our quote unquote recap.
Nah, I thought
not
it'd be
a
good
recap.
to the week before or a couple days
Yeah.
before the new episode comes out.
I totally agree, and I think it's good just to talk in general because if we just got together next week and just start where we left off, there is going to be a lot of stuff where it's like, do you remember that? Do you remember that?
Also,
happened?
since we haven't seen each other in such a long time, it'd be like 3-hour long episode of us talking
Yeah.
about things that are not the show.
Exactly.
So
So
we can
that's
get
what
that
this
out of
is
the way.
for. This is to get rid of the garbage. The garbage will still be there next week.
Yeah, you still have to suffer through this.
Yeah. And also, what is only going to be 7 episodes?
No, 6, I think, right?
6. Okay, so we're going to try to still do around 10 episodes. Maybe 2-parters for
Yeah, you
certain
know
ones?
what? Whenever it ends, we're gonna add our own episodes in there.
Well, the finale, I hear, is basically a movie. It's going to be like an hour, 20 minutes or something ridiculous like that. So that's something we
cool.
could talk about for like
days.
at least
A
2.5
normal
hours.
movie length?
Yeah.
Not even. Now, normal movie length is too long.
Well, now it's not normal.
It's the new normal.
No. No.
It's the old normal.
I like
Not
when
my normal.
I like when an episode is only
That's
40
just like
minutes.
your T-shirt says that. Not my normal. Just walking around.
You're not my normal.
If you told me 20 years ago there'd be people walking around with bones in their noses and hair dyed colors, I wouldn't know what to think.
Is that referencing? something?
Yeah, that's from No Country for Old Men.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
paraphrasing
you
when
were-
Tommy Lee Jones. I've been watching a lot of TV and movies, guys.
Hey, me too. That's
Home
why.
a lot with the kids.
Yeah.
When he was born around vacation, I took a couple weeks off vacation, almost 3 weeks.
There was a
and then-
week, maybe a week or two ago, I must have watched, I'm not kidding, like 12 found footage movies on Amazon. Every night I would just put one on. Sometimes they're short, and then I put on another one. There's Amazon. If you if you film yourself taking a piss, I think Amazon will just take it and put it up there.
I think Jeff Bezos is just making these himself. He's just like,
There's so
one day
many-
you're going to turn it on and it's going to be super creepy because it's just going to be like a guy alone, like not realizing, this would be a good concept for one maybe. Like, guy doesn't realize that he's on camera.
Sure, that could be
And
one.
it turns out you're actually
Like, boss, remember Bad
a
Ben?
creep.
Yeah.
Horrible.
What was it?
It's called Bad Ben.
Bad Ben.
Bad Ben. There's
Okay.
5 of these movies.
5
I
Bad
think.
Bens.
There's
I
Badder
liked
Ben.
the first one.
Is it?
I'm not joking around.
Ben Batter.
If you look this guy up who make these movies, I think he's just making them as like a tax write-off for
Ben
his house.
Bad Ben?
No. Then there's a. Then it starts.
Is it tax write-
I'm not
Do they
kidding
start
around.
Nicolas Cage?
I don't know, but this guy, I think every year he's just like, okay, try to do another movie in this house and write it off somehow. And he does it in New Jersey.
amazing.
We could drive there.
Really?
Yeah.
We could be in the next Ben
A
Bad
guy
movie.
wrote a review online. He says, "Yeah, I looked up. I think I found the house," and he linked to Google Maps. And then he put out his theory, like, "I think what he does every year is making a movie, and there is some tax write-off, and Amazon just takes it. And the way Amazon operates is they just take the movies, and you get paid based on the views.
Interesting.
So
Yeah.
if no one watches it, you don't get paid. But if you put something out there and you market it yourself, like if we made
Yeah.
a found footage movie, we'd have to do the legwork.
Yeah.
You know how we do all the legwork to get this channel so popular?
Yeah.
Oh, so no one's gonna watch it. Is that what you're
Exactly.
saying? Yeah. No.
Well, my grandma.
Oh, this is so cute.
Hello, Lady Oxnard.
You and your friends made a ghost story.
No, grandma. We're mean, bad men making scary movies.
It's cool and dark.
As I smoke
Oh
away my
God!
evil hair.
Oh.
Did I say we have episode 1, season 1 in the background?
Oh yeah, we do.
Okay.
Now, when was the last time you saw this?
Probably last year. Sometimes I just like to watch older episodes if I forgot something, and I love to see the difference in effects. I mean, these shots still look great,
Oh, it's actually really good.
and I love to see
Rewatching
how
it,
different the people look, especially the kids. Like
Bran looks. It's insane how different he looks.
he looks like an Ewok.
He's
here.
the most adorable kid here, and then now
The changing happens.
No, but I mean, it's amazing. Like he got so like long and stretched out and skinny.
Got lanky.
Like that awkward teenager.
So they have to cover him up in blankets and in the barrel and stuff.
Yeah. It's crazy. I mean, Arya Stark looks very similar. She's just clearly a little less
Yeah.
young looking.
No, but they were
But-
lucky to get this actress who was always going to be the shorter stature. 'Cause
How
I
do they
was-
get these little kid actors and actresses though that are so good at acting?
You gotta.
It's amazing.
You, gotta,
You
that's-
beat 'em a little.
That's someone's job on set in the production. You have to know how to cast
We
actors.
got a whip. Yeah, exactly.
And I guarantee they say, hey, make
Threats.
They want to meet the parents. They want to meet the grandparents. They want to see, is this kid going to like shoot up 3 feet out of nowhere? I don't know if they did that for Bran, but
Well, Sansa is clearly, the actress Sophie Turner. She's very tall,
yeah,
but that kind of makes sense for a northern woman.
sure. Especially
know?
if they have white blood in them. Have you heard that theory?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I have. I have also heard the theory that the everybody in the crypts are going to come to life.
Yes. I think
Yeah.
that's definitely going to happen.
Yeah.
And because there's a shot in the trailer where they show Arya running, and she
Yeah.
looks terrified, and it looks like she's in the crypts.
Maybe
So,
like Ned Stark's bones.
yeah, so I think the whites and the white army is just going to show up, and the guy's going to do this, and you're just
Now,
going to feel
if
the
that's
ground
true,
rumbling.
no, but
be
if that's
awesome.
true, think about the skeleton dragons underneath the Red Keep.
Sure, you think they'll make it
Because
there?
the same thing could happen. Well, I don't know. Maybe.
And the other thing is, all the graves in Winterfell, they have iron swords, real iron swords, because the iron is said to ward off the dead or something like
Oh,
that.
interesting.
So it
And
all
there's
harkens
also the
back
theory
to like
that Jon Snow is going to be going to become the next Night King, basically.
Yeah, that's what I think is going.
And it's related to that old story that Sam in the show, when Sam and Gilly and Little Sam were at the what's the name of the castle? The first castle that was built on the wall, not Castle Black.
Oh yeah,
it's
yeah.
the first one, and it's like rumored to be haunted.
Well,
and
there's this theory.
A guy married a White Walker lady,
woman, yeah.
and they had a secret door there to deposit babies through to the White Walkers. So it's like,
and the Walkers still want that kid.
That's
they,
true.
They stopped giving them the kids, which is the issue. There needs to be a
Where's
constant
my
supply
babies?
of kid.
That's right. It's amazing to watch the first episode and see this person's dead, this guy's dead, this woman's dead, this girl's dead, this kid's dead.
I would say maybe 50% of the people are dead.
It's nuts. I will say that Kit Harington looks pretty much the same.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, his character is a little more scarred up.
Yeah, he would have to gain like a lot of weight or become emaciated for them to be.
Yeah.
What was that guy's name? The guy with the sideburns?
Oh shit. Yeah, he
Not
had
the blackfish. The
No, that's Tully.
yeah.
Fuck. I can't remember. Too many people. It's not a Karstark. He's Rickard? Lord no.
Rickon?
No. No, Rickon is
Welcome to our discussion.
isn't he the youngest kid?
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Who
there's-
doesn't serpentine when
Right.
Ramsey's
That
shooting
idiot.
at him, he just
Yeah.
runs straight ahead. I like to think, because I was thinking about the casting, and I was like, imagine like how good and pretty much all around perfect the casting's been in this show, with the exception of the Sand Snakes and Euron Greyjoy, in my mind.
Oh yeah, because I was listening back to some of our discussions, and like there's parts where I'm like gushing, or like, can you like Charles Dance? Like that is the perfect time.
Yes, it is.
It is.
When I
But then,
rewatch it,
when I
it
re-listened, I was
is.
like, shut up. You
Oh
idiot.
yeah,
But it is
yeah.
true. Oh God. Oh Tywin. Yes.
Take me away.
Well, one thing I want to talk
honest.
about is obviously Sam has to tell Jon, hey, Daenerys is your aunt.
Yeah,
And I'm
right.
just curious what Daenerys is going to do, knowing that maybe Jon is the one who deserves to be king rather than her to become queen.
I think we talked about this too. Like Daenerys is
Yeah.
not going to like this.
Do you think Jon is
She's
even
the
going to
one.
bother?
I don't think Jon. I honestly think he doesn't give a shit.
Yeah, I don't think
he
he would
wants
want to
it.
do it, but
He reluctantly becomes the new king in the North, and he's just only doing it because he's totally honor bound,
Well, hold on.
and
though.
and he wants to defeat the Night King.
Um,
I don't think he's suddenly going to be like, yeah, I'm the new king.
well, he's going to become the Night King. That's what's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
is there supposed to be a different ending for the show than the books, though?
I think George Martin said that,
They have a
or
basic
somebody
idea.
said that it's basically the same ending, but it's very different paths on how it gets there. Or certainly, I imagine some parts of the ending in the show will be like what's in the ending of the book.
No, he should
But
just,
George Martin's
he should
still
just
writing
fuck people over and be like, no. Oh, he should be like, oh yeah, same ending, but then make it completely different.
I think he's
that's what
gonna-
I would do.
The Hodor
Fuck the
stuff?
It
police,
could change
you know?
as he's writing it, though. I mean,
Fuck
you
the
know,
fans,
things could change.
Dexter.
Fuck the fans.
We'll show them.
The fans.
Well, I don't think George.
Well, if it isn't old George R. Fuck the fans R. Martin.
You got to get your last laugh.
Like, I'm curious how the Hodor stuff is going to be different in the books.
Yeah.
I can't imagine it's going to be exactly, and hopefully it'll explain more.
I wonder like what the Robert Strong stuff is going to be like too, and like
Who's Robert
all the
Strong?
stuff. Well, I mean, it's obviously boss. Who is it?
What? Sir Robert Strong? Is
Yeah.
The Mountain.
Are you sure?
Yes. I was watching the show. And then I got stares.
But from us, built him a nice set of stairs.
Nice.
Yeah, I forgot. Like, there's one of the guys, housemen of Stark is Stark's Ned Stark's right hand man is always
Ned's a
around.
houseboy.
He gets killed in King's Landing. What the hell were we just talking about?
You were talking about Rob Strong and how George Martin might make things different in the book than in the show.
Oh yeah, I mean, like if you think about it though, with Dance with Dragons and Feast for Crows, like the two books, they happen at the same time. It's just two different sets of characters in each book, but that's the same timeline. So it's been forever. like since.
Hey, George
We've gotten
Martin,
back
he's,
to that.
He's a busy dude,
No,
man.
I'm not complaining about he has
Why
to
are
do
you
that.
on this guy's ass every week?
I'm just saying, if you think about it,
Please,
there's a lot.
George!
There's so
George!
much story.
George!
There's so much story to cover still.
Hashtag
so much
George
stuff's gonna
finish,
change.
please.
Oh god, it's so annoying. I think people are finally like have given up on that.
No.
No, you don't think
Some
so?
people have, some people haven't. Not everyone's the same, Dexter.
Not everyone's can be as good as me. So forgiving.
Oh, maybe, do you want to watch, like, the best battle episodes? Because I haven't seen a lot
I
of those.
just watched 2 of them recently. Battle of the Bastards. And
That one I watched, like, 15 times in a row.
and then the one where Daenerys shows up outside Highgarden, and like with her dragon and the Dothraki.
yeah, and then
That's a fucking awesome episode.
and Tyrion's watching Jamie like, no, you idiots.
You fucking idiot. Bronn is like, he's like very disgruntled by that point. Oh, this was interesting too. We were talking about
What was
earlier
the first
today.
big battle? Was it the Baelor, right?
No, he ends up missing the battle. He gets knocked out,
Right.
and
were
then he
there
wakes
any,
up and it's over.
But were there any good battles in season 1? Or they
No.
kind of held back?
No, they didn't have the budget. I don't think. No, the fucking budget you got.
They just showed the aftermath.
Yeah,
Okay. Right. Well, then let's watch Blackwater.
yeah. I
Put
think
that on
Blackwater.
It's like, oh, here we go. Oh, that was brutal, wasn't it?
Yeah. Oh, crocky! Oh, why am I from Australia?
It's the same thing in The
From
Hobbit.
before and after the fight.
In the Hobbit book, remember, like, it's just Bilbo's perspective, and he sees
Oh,
a bunch
yeah.
of bears, and he just goes, Eagles are coming! And then he gets knocked out.
Yeah.
And he wakes up and half the dwarves are dead.
Oh man. Yeah. Thorin's dead. Everyone's
Read the
dead.
book, avoid the movies.
Oh god, the movies are so.
What movies? What are you talking? They've
Yeah.
never made movies of that.
I wish they would make a movie about the Hobbit.
One's fine. You can make it long.
Yeah, 1 3-hour movie.
It's all good.
I like the animated Hobbit better than the.
There's a
Peter
charm
Jackson
to it.
Hobbit
It's
movies.
endearing. It looks creepy as hell, but, you know, it's something to it.
It is creepy, yeah. Stunnis.
Hello there, lad. Hello there, lad.
I was thinking too. I thought it'd be funny if they had like different casting, so it was like The Sopranos, but as Game of Thrones. It's like James Gandolfini as
I don't think they can do that.
Tony Soprano as Robert Baratheon.
So he's James Gandolfini as Tony Soprano playing.
That's right.
Okay, that's okay.
So then Carmella could be Cersei.
That's on the level of
then you have
Urkel.
the kid
Because
of
remember,
Urkel?
yeah, who's the actor for Urkel? What's his name?
Jaleel White.
Yeah. So Jaleel White, when he became Stefan Urkel,
Yeah.
he had to be Urkel acting.
Oh, yeah,
like
that's
Stefan.
right.
It's
Yeah.
like multiple. That guy was
That's
a
right.
genius.
He was. Then he was also the voice of Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh my God!
In
Is there
one of the
anything he
worst-
can't
That
do?
cartoon does not hold up.
No.
Does not hold up. Most of them don't, but that one especially. But then he could talk like this. This Daenerys cunt. I wanted all the fucking Targaryens dead. The fucks. Why they still went out there? Oh, take it easy. You know, I just think it would be hilarious.
He's a man who made a wager. Just an honest man who made a wager.
To the hat.
Sure, if you want.
Unless you're gonna say something.
Well, I thought, did you have stuff you wanted to talk about, like for your recap, Dexter?
I mean, I've been talking. I'm very tired. Here's a question. It's a Game of Thrones version. What type of robots would you permit to be a part of your daily life? What about in the future?
What kind of robots would you permit?
To be a part of your daily life, what about in the future?
I guess maybe
I
I'm
don't
not-
understand the second
Like
question.
a maid? That's a weird question.
What, a robot
you're at
vacuum?
Jetson's level of robot acceptance. Puppies and maids.
Yeah, okay, what if you can have a robotic dog? It's guaranteed to
Oh, that'd be cool.
No thanks.
be exactly like a dog, except be this. You can program it to be a puppy forever.
I don't want it.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I'd like that.
I'd like a real dog.
You can have a real dog and one you keep in the closet. Turn him off when you don't want him around.
Yeah,
That just makes me feel bad.
He's a robot.
it's a robot.
For now. but you're assigning emotions to it. What do you love more than a dog?
No, it's got code.
Well, what's the
that's
point of it?
Producing
Well, that's the whole
emotional
point of a
behavior.
robot. You can
Yeah,
have,
but you're not getting real companionship out of it like you
no,
would
it's
with a real
programmed.
dog.
Yeah,
Emotional behavior
But then
is
why
not
wouldn't
emotions.
I have Yeah, but why wouldn't I have an emotional attachment to it if
You
it's
would.
supposed to be my friendly dog? But then you tell
you
me to
would.
turn it off and stick it in a closet.
Yeah, if you don't want it, but some people, I just want to have a dog around for Christmas time because I like the
Oh,
feeling
what the
of a
hell
pet.
is wrong with me?
Yeah.
Well, this is the future, man.
I
Future's
love
gonna
the
be
feeling
weird.
of a puppy at Christmas.
I was reading like in the future, like everyone's just gonna keep becoming more and more androgynous, and at the end of the day, as robots become something that you can have a relationship with, that's gonna be like the end of human interaction.
Don't date robots.
Yeah, and so what's gonna happen for human beings just to survive? All you would need is a sperm and an egg, and you would just donate that, and boom, that's all you need. You would have no need to physically
like Krypton.
have like a real relationship with another person. You would just have your robot wife. It'll be
What about your child you're making?
Raised by robots.
then you can either be raise it or send them to a facility where they get raised for you. That's the
I doubt I'd be raising my child.
But here's
if
the
I'm
thing:
so
why would
lazy to
I? Why
have
would
human
I?
interaction.
Why, if I'm so androgynous, why would I want to donate
no,
my
it's not you.
seed?
You're not going to become this. This is I'm talking as hundreds of years go on, like
Well,
generations.
thank God we
change.
won't have to witness or
Yeah,
be a
this is
part
stuff
of
we don't
this.
have to worry
It
about.
sounds horrible.
I just need the world to hold together for at least another 60 years, hopefully.
That was generous.
And then and then on my deathbed, I want to see the aliens invading. Go, I lived just the right amount of time.
to get killed by aliens.
No,
That'd be hilarious. I like that. Yeah. Like, oh man, look at those lasers.
yeah, and I'm like,
Wow.
aliens do exist. I knew it.
I'm glad I lived a full life.
Yeah.
But I hope in 60 years
See you,
there's
kids.
better technology where that's the first time you see a laser.
Well, alien laser.
Oh, an alien laser.
Death ray. Ooh. Just cutting the world in half.
Slicing the White House in twain.
In twain.
I don't know why I focused on the White House there.
These guys just have a gigantic.
Oh my
No,
God.
it's just filled with
Yeah, you
puke.
see how big it is?
That's hilarious.
Oh man, that reminds me.
Dump that
Why was it
overboard.
filled already?
'Cause that's how
I know,
much
isn't that
puke goes
disgusting?
out.
Nobody has that much puke in them.
Why do you think that was from one man?
But even though that, the whole crew, there's no way they all puked that.
Well, it could be shit too.
Yeah,
Oh,
that might just
well,
be a
that's-
community bucket.
It's
Ever play that game?
I think I'm about to puke. I'm thinking
too
about
high for pooping and pissing.
Hey, hop
Put
on
that in the
there. We gotta aim your dick up.
in your face.
Bunch of I'll be right there.
It's okay.
I'm gonna go pee.
It's sterile.
We're talking about the boat that Stannis is on, and they're going to where, Dexter?
They're going to the Blackwater outside of
Blackwater.
King's Landing, back to
Yeah.
Blackwater Bay.
Yeah, so we were talking about. There's a bucket with a guy puking. It's really
It
gross.
is, but it's a massive,
filled to
it's
the
a
brim.
massive barrel.
It's like an 80
overflowing. That's what I mean. It's like, hey, Frank, that's our only fresh water supply. You want to not throw up in that? Jerk off.
Yeah,
Jerk
the
off.
one with the one with the chunks in it.
Yeah.
That's fresh.
I just made that. You're ruining my chowder. No one's gonna know the difference. That reminds me of the other episode, and I guess it was season 6, the one I just finished before, where Sam is in Old Town, and you see the horrible work that he is entrusted with when he first gets there, emptying the
shitting.
bedpans. Oh my God! And it just becomes this endless, like montage that speeds up, where he's like feeding,
Gagging.
feeding people.
The food looks just
It
like
looks
the
just like the
diarrhea.
shit. It all starts to become the same thing. Oh my God.
Yeah, this is a. I don't know how long I'd last in a medieval setting, even as a highborn person, because when things go wrong, it's woohoo boy.
Well, I mean, look at what happens to the highborn people. Imagine being a lowborn person.
Yeah.
They give you a taste in the show of what it's like to be from Flea Bottom. Like, there's literally rivers of just shit that are in the street. Davos talks about it, I think, when he's talking about like his son, why he like how he ended up where he is, and he had to like he didn't want his kids literally stepping over a river of shit like that was right outside their door all the time.
the magazine?
Oh, it's over here.
It'll give me ideas.
Oh, we're watching this Blackwater episode, and
Towards the
Shay's
back, there's
Shay's in it, and we were talking earlier Oxnard
Oh,
in
yeah.
text about
Well, I texted.
when do you
asking,
think Tywin had Shay
working for
in
him?
his
So based
his
on what you
employ.
said, because my original idea, did Tywin send Shay to his tent right before the battle, and it's been set up from the beginning, and then he told Tywin, "Hey, don't bring your whore here. I don't want to look bad." He knew Tyrion was going to do it anyway.
Yeah.
But no, it makes sense that he brought the whore, and that's when Tywin probably started meeting up with her in secret.
Because I think Bronn finds her. He says because he brings Shay to Tyrion in the first season when they're at the Battle of Baelor or whatever the hell it was called, where he gets knocked out, Bilbo style, and then and Bronn says he's like he knocked the another soldier out or something, or and then took her and brought her there. So now that could still mean that Tywin was involved, but that would also have to mean that Bronn was involved then too.
Yeah, I think Bronn could have been. Tywin
Maybe
just gave him
already
money.
being paid by.
Yeah, and Bronn is just the kind of guy. He doesn't even consider it backstabbing. He's like, yeah, I'm just doing it for myself. Yeah, if you pay
Yeah,
me,
you'd understand.
yeah, to the highest bidder. I'm a sellsword.
Even in the last episode in the most recent season I just watched, he's still pissed off because he hasn't gotten what he needs to get. That's a stupid Fisher.
Entertainment Weekly has all the Stark kids as furries with wolf heads. What the hell is this?
Everyone as aroused as I am.
What is going on? Who got paid to draw this? Looks like some of them deviant.
Maybe
art.
an intern did it
Illustration by Dima Kashtalan.
from her Tumblr.
What the hell is going on here? It just looks like
Oh my
fan art.
god, it does look like this is terrible art.
Man, I should just send in my stuff to Entertainment Weekly. They'll just put it up.
Yeah, they'll take any old crap, it looks like.
Joffrey.
Kind of like that Joffrey one, actually.
Very stylized.
I could see, but Bronn's still disgruntled about not getting what he feels he's owed. He's supposed to get, because he was given a lordship, or was going to get married to a highborn lady, and then he had already plans to like kill her sister, who was supposed to inherit the castle, and everything else, and then that gets taken away from him when Jaime says, "You're coming to Dorne with me, so we can get my daughter back," and all that, and everything goes to hell, and then he's following Jaime around, and then after they take whatever, the Tyrell place, what the hell's the name of that place? Forgot the name.
Garden?
Highgarden. Thank you.
Nice big 2-page
very-
spread.
very
of
romantic
Catelyn Stark
looking.
about to have her throat slit. Nice work, Entertainment.
He's all pissed off because he's still feels like he's got to do all the shit work. They had the siege at River Run. He's got to do all this stuff. Now that he's got to take orders from Jaime, even though he got a big sack of gold. After that, he's like, "Where's my castle? Where's this?" And then, right before the dragon when the dragon comes and they're fighting, he's like, "You got to go get that giant ballista to fire that." And he's like, "You got to go do it." He's like, "Go ahead, you do it." He's still arguing. He's like, "I can't shoot with one hand," and then he's like, "Oh, come on." It's pretty funny. I think he's gonna get what he deserves and more.
Gonna get sacked. That's when Tyrion
Give him the sack.
puts his sack on his forehead while he's sleeping.
You've been sacked.
Yeah, Tyrion sacked. And then the credits roll, and it's the end of the series. So
George Martin's last laugh. There you go, boss.
what do you think the first shot's gonna be? I guess we can do prediction.
The first
First
of the
shot?
next episode.
The first shot.
Jon Snow orgasming. Oh man, that was funny. There was some classic stuff in there that we talked about that we thought was funny and or weird. That was right up there still. This horrible sand snakes, Euron Greyjoy, like one of my
I would
least
like to
favorite
do-
characters in the show, killing off two other of my least favorite characters in the show. It was
We
ridiculous.
should just do a whole episode of us rewatching that sand snake fight and just study it frame by frame and nitpick
It's so
every
sad.
fucking thing. You can make that a 3-hour video.
Oh, and then the whole thing
Painful
where
watching that.
Bronn's in the cell and he's been poisoned, but he's just finding out that he's been poisoned by the one daughter, what's her name, Sands, Oberyn's paramour, her favorite daughter, the
pixie
younger one.
haircut?
Yeah. And she's like, "Who's the most beautiful woman in the world?" And she's like giving him a boner so that it activates the poison faster. It was like, it was just bad.
Yeah.
What?
That could have been
So bad.
They were set up to be
I
my
hate
favorite
Dorn in the
my
show.
favorite characters in the world. And
Although
it was embarrassing.
Pedro Pascal, I think his name is. That was really, really great to watch. One of my favorite scenes is when he's in the dungeon talking to Tyrion about the trial by combat, because he was one of the judges at the farce trial.
I just realized
that
this
they
one
had.
was nude this whole time.
Yeah, because we're gonna fight before the battle. And then that scene was really, really good. There's some, when you watch the earlier episodes, there's some scenes that always stand out like that.
Oh yeah, the Varys Littlefinger stuff I thought was amazing.
Oh my god, Varys is like one of my favorite characters of all time in the show. When I rewatched the show,
Yeah, and then later
he's
on,
hilarious.
It's kind of like
Well, he's not in it as much either.
yeah, I don't think they know really what to do with him without the books, which is a shame because I thought that could have been a great, even its own web series, Littlefinger and Varys. Just talking to each other and undercutting each other. And,
Podcast.
yeah, the Littlefinger and Varys podcast.
Yeah.
For the good of the realm, with Littlefinger and Varys.
And
Chaos is a ladder.
the
Greater good.
For the good of the realm. Fire and blood.
You know what show?
Today we'll talk about how to finger a woman with
Play with her ass.
Play with her ass.
Fight every battle in your mind.
Today we'll be talking about my gas.
fight every pussy in your mind.
Fuck every pussy. Yeah, always a good
Who's the
lad.
Littlefinger
Always
actor?
making sure that the king never lacked refreshment.
Who was the actor's name? Because he's in this new
Oh.
show I want to keep watching. I only saw the first episode.
Shit, hold on.
It's called Project Blue Book, I
I feel
think.
like something Kier is in the name, I think.
Look up that show, Project Blue Book. I think it's on History Channel. It's like a drama, but it's based off of old alien accounts and UFO.
Oh, it's Aiden. No, wait. Yeah, Aiden Gillen, I'm guessing. I thought Kier or something for some reason. I don't know why. He plays Dr. J. Allen Hynek. He was great. That was the thing. That's the thing. The casting was like, this guy is Littlefinger.
Yeah.
You can't imagine anyone else
Well, me.
pulling that off.
Yes.
You're a scheming slime ball.
Slime ball. Yeah, I could push a woman through a moon door.
Nice.
Just
Euphemism.
any woman, not so much specifically doing something
Just
bad
any
or
woman
dangerous.
passing
a
by.
dangerous person. Just any woman.
Oh, what's
However-
that, a moon door?
Can you
Take a closer
moon a woman through a push door?
A push door, like you like a
Like
revolving
in
door.
in a saloon?
I don't know.
Yo, like a saloon door. Well, you got to be careful because the door's gonna hit you in the butt.
That's true.
Well, no, you run into it, butt first. Swings open, they're like, "What was that? Hey!" And then it closes, and that way you can make your escape. Because where'd it go?
But the woman would be like Brienne of Tarth, and then you just bounce right off.
She'd be an inch away, about to.
So
kick.
wait, what
Yeah.
what did
Launch
we
me.
say the first shot was?
Jon Snow's cum face.
Oh,
Yes. I think it is.
Ooh, ooh.
No, my favorite
what do
thing.
they have
No,
to resolve?
The
What
best
needs
part
to
of
be...
the Jon Snow Daenerys sex scene is cutting to Tyrion, and he looks terrified. Because I just want to know.
He's like, not again. I just got away from my family and their incest.
He's thinking that. He's thinking. I know he probably had feeling for Daenerys. Maybe not like in love with her, but he loves her. But also, he doesn't. Is this
I
going
don't
to
think
be?
he's in love with her like that.
No, I think it's platonic
Oh, okay.
because she's like a family kind of thing, and she's actually showing him respect and like behavior. That's
He's
like,
also afraid of her, though.
yeah, but also
'Cause he's-
she's recognizing his talents. Whereas
Yeah,
his
yeah.
father and his
Oh,
family,
yeah.
they were like, "You're a disgrace," this and that. Even after he wins a battle, after
He
puts
was
him as
good as
master.
hand in the king.
Yeah,
to
he was
when
master of
Joffrey-
coin.
Yeah. Well, that
Details
was,
pod.
that was-
Details
yeah.
pod.
I would have liked to I think it was the 5th season. The 5th season I think was actually the hardest to watch because there was a lot of like bad stuff in there, like the sand snake shit that we talked about, but then also and like some boring stuff like where Daenerys she decides she's going to stay in Marine and rule there.
Well, remember Tyrion?
That was kind of boring.
She leaves for a while after the big.
Well,
fight.
that starts to get more interesting. So, like, that's what I mean. There's bad stuff. Like, the good stuff was Tyrion and Jorah Mormont, like, travels together. I could have watched so much of that.
Yeah, and the
Because
stone
that's
man
when
and
they get the stone man.
stuff. And that's when Tyrion sees a dragon for the first time.
Yeah, that's awesome. And the cock merchant. We find out there's cock merchants.
Yeah, doesn't he say like, "Oh, dwarf's cock is magical" or something? Or does Tyrion
Yeah,
say that?
cut off. No, Mr. Echo says it. Cut off his cock. We will keep him alive until we find a cock merchant.
No, I do remember liking him trying to like make peace with the slavers in Marine, but it all backfires because they attack, and that's just as Daenerys comes back.
That's what, there's cool stuff, but also like hard to watch stuff. Not because I didn't like it, but because like they burn Shireen, Princess Shireen, the girl. I think that's that season.
That's right. Yeah. Wow.
Was it season 6? No.
That might have been later.
I can't even remember. I just watched it, but I think it was season 5. It's hard. That was horrible.
They're not married here yet, Sansa and Tyrion, right? That's third season.
I think third or fourth season.
Yeah,
third or fourth
Joffrey's
season.
there. So
Technically,
it's
they're still married, technically, right? So if
no, because technically not, because they never consummated the marriage.
Okay.
That actually,
but
what they talk about in the show, that actually matters. If they don't
consummate,
if they don't actually do it on the night of the wedding, not even just that she has a child, but if they don't actually like sleep together on the night of the wedding, then it technically isn't valid.
Right. Okay.
It seems like.
But I look forward to that reunited at maybe at Winterfell, Tyrion and Sansa, because Sansa always said, remember, he said he was always kind to me.
Yeah,
so.
Sansa didn't have an actual problem with Tyrion.
No,
in the end,
they were both in situations that sucked.
When it's all said and done, especially considering she had to be, with Joffrey. Then,
It's Joffrey.
This kid was like so.
It's amazing how much I hate this kid.
That's what I mean. He fucking nailed it. Every face,
like the swagger
the way
of the
he
head.
says
Like,
things.
I'm so cool. Look at me.
And then he can be like taken down a peg so quickly.
did he win any like awards or anything like that?
I don't know. He
He
should have.
should, because he played the
He
perfect
should have.
narcissistic
But he
sociopath.
got, like,
I
mad
don't think
respect
he's
from
never
everybody.
gonna do anything well again. It's one of
Well,
those.
he quit acting.
It's
He
one
quit-
of
he
yeah.
quit
It's one
acting
of those.
afterwards.
It's one of those roles where it's like somebody
Yeah.
does it so great that
Absolutely.
they never do anything else.
That's what they are now at that
No,
point.
I'm
Like,
really-
they can't. Yeah.
I'm really hoping.
He'll always be Joffrey.
I'm really
Yes.
hoping he's going to become like a Daniel Day-Lewis type, where he does a movie or a role every decade.
Maybe he'll come back and be like,
Yeah, like right now, maybe he's in Sweden learning how to make meatballs, and he's going to come back to Britain, and they're going to make some meatball movie that's going to blow the Oscars.
the meat
open.
magician.
Meatballist. He did it again. He's just the same character.
Do you like my meatballs, my lady?
Yeah,
Samarin,
best meatballs ever.
show her my meatballs.
And then someone poisons them.
That guy was fucking good, Marin Trant. He has the snootiest accent the actor puts on. Like,
Is it posh? Is it a posh?
yes,
accent?
very, yeah. Like when they have the trial, the way he speaks like this, my king. It's hilarious. I love it.
One of
I was
our-
like, I want to hear this guy. I want him to have more lines. And then later on, then he's like real nasty when they're at they're Bravos, because he takes Lord Tyrell, like their father, Marjorie's father, over there when he's Master of Coin then to the Iron Bank to meet with the Iron Bank. And Meryn Trant brings him over, and that's when Arya sees him in Bravos, and he likes to beat up like 13-year-old girls and shit. And she does
Who
the
doesn't?
most brutal. It's like the most brutal revenge killing.
I remember she jumps on his back or something.
She
stab him.
stabs both his eyes out, and then stabs him a bunch of other places, I think, and then slowly, like incredibly slowly, cuts his throat.
Nice.
It's really nuts.
Is this Pod's first time being his squire here? Or has he been the
No,
squire?
Pod's
No,
been
it's-
with him.
Okay.
I don't know about that.
Yeah. They didn't meet here at the battle.
Oh, I know
Okay.
that.
Pod had been with him. And this is where Pod saves his life.
Yeah.
Yep. That's a good story too, a Pod story. Like
And
if
Pod
you-
and Brienne.
if you look up on YouTube, they're probably taking them down, but some people would like just put all the scenes of certain characters. So if you search Jon Snow and Ygritte, it would just be all their scenes, and you can just watch their story.
Should have stayed in that cave, Jon Snow.
I was watching an interview with her,
Your tongue.
and then in the comments, one of the people was saying, "Oh, she sounds so posh." Is that what posh sounds like? Like not on the show, her real accent.
Oh, her real accent.
I was like, I didn't know that's what posh sounded like.
Well, I don't know.
British
maybe
listeners,
maybe they just mean
explain
like.
what posh means.
I have to hear it to get a better idea.
She still
has more of a
She
London
still has
accent.
That kind of gravelly. way
Well,
of
that's just her
speaking.
voice.
That's just her voice.
Posh, I think, was like more like what. I don't know because I'm not from there, so I
Right.
can't really speak to it. But
What's
in
our
my
accent?
mind, what I always thought was posh was like in an interview that I was watching on YouTube, Peter Sellers called them Hoorah Harrys. And they walk around and they talk like this. I say,
I say
oh, yes, hello.
rather.
don't you know? Blah, 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 blah.
I say
And
rather.
so they had like that kind of, like Peter O'Toole spoke in like a very posh way to me.
British impersonation. I say rather.
I don't even understand what you're saying.
Well, you got to show your
You
teeth.
sound like Gary Oldman in Hannibal
Oh man,
when he had his face all ripped off.
I gotta rewatch a lot of movies. Haven't seen Hannibal in a long time.
It's not good. I didn't really
The
like
movie?
Hannibal.
You said the
movie
show
had-
was good though. The
I liked the first 2 seasons of
first
that
two
show.
seasons, yeah. Because I was listening to that when we were talking.
The first 2 seasons of that show were extremely good to me.
Yes, and then-
Matt Mikkelsen was fucking
and we were
awesome.
talking about Peter Muffet and how he ruins things, like Doctor Who and stuff.
Did he get involved in that show?
Didn't he write some Doctor Who, like the new one?
Oh, Doctor Who.
Yeah.
Stephen Moffat.
Yeah, but I think
He took over. He was the showrunner. It got to
It's two different guys. I
Yeah.
believe.
Oh, okay. And then Sherlock. He did Sherlock too.
Yeah.
Which got annoying as well.
Which became yes, and it
How
and I
can you make
noticed
that
the
annoying?
difference. I was like, "What is going on?" And then I'd look up the backstory. I was like, "That's exactly what happened."
Yeah.
Like Sherlock, why is he the best thing in the universe out of nowhere? It was annoying. We're basically just repeating ourselves from last time. So, in the
That's all we
trailer,
do.
Cersei is drinking wine in the trailer. Isn't she supposed to be pregnant?
Yeah.
So,
Well,
do you think she was
this
just
is
lying?
medieval times. Did you ever watch Mad Men?
Yeah, but I'm sure some of the maesters go, hey, by the way, we've seen people who drink a lot while pregnant. The baby doesn't usually come out healthy. So let's take, especially if you're highborn, the maester's going to talk
Yeah,
to
but
you.
Maester Qyburn is the Maester around her now, and he's probably
And
just
he's
more
a
interested to see how it would
loop-de-doo.
turn out. Yeah. It's kind of more of an experiment for him.
You should have sex with a wife next, milady. Yes.
That guy is fucking awesome, too, that actor.
He's great, and I love that maester. He's obsessed with the zombies. He's obsessed with the dead.
Like
and-
everybody else is, like, even Euron Greyjoy is like terrified when they go to that meeting at the hatchery place or whatever, the dragon hatchery, whatever that place is, and he's like, "I'm leaving." He basically goes,
And they,
and
they
then
don't explain.
he's like, "Ooh, look at this."
I wonder if we're gonna find out how he changed the mountain into that zombie.
That's the thing about this show.
They
don't-
kind of embalm him with green. They don't really explain it. I don't
It's
think
you
that's
ever
what
see
I'm saying,
Batman and Robin, and they make
Bane?
Bane?
That's kind of what they do.
Yeah, that's what it looked like. But
I think he basically drains him of his blood, and he instead like gives a transfusion of like this green embalming fluid that you have no idea what it is.
Where he
like,
got
when
it
you
from,
see the
no one
scene,
knows.
when you see
Exactly.
the scene,
we
he's
should
doing
learn what it is.
and he has kids working for him, right? Doesn't he pay the kids off?
Well,
his
that's
fees?
that's Varys's little birds that he had there.
okay.
But
he
he takes them over
Yeah.
and turns them into murderers.
But what the show does, especially with paranormal stuff, they only hint at it. They show you what's happening, and they hint at like this how like when not Stannis, his brother Renly was killed by the woman, by the demon baby. Like it's hinted. It's the same thing with the magic. It's hinted at. You don't really get.
Well, the
full
magic is
thing.
also very violent always.
So
like
I-
there's always a blood. It's blood magic.
Yeah, the
There's
same with
always
the dragons and
a
Drogo.
cost, a deadly, dangerous cost.
So I'm curious to how far they're going to explain. I at least hope we see something about the civilization up in the north with these whites.
You know what was really cool too? Like at the end or at some point in one of the episodes, maybe the third season, when you see the one White Walker carrying one of Craster's
to these
babies
huge
all the way.
gates.
Yeah, you can see all the different areas like that. He's going way up in the north,
Mm-hmm.
and
Maybe Santa's there.
and you also see one area that's way up there. In one of Bran's visions with Max von Sydow, when he's going and they're watching how
Okay.
the children of the forest made the Night King,
Right.
and by putting the dragon glass in his heart, and they made the. I still don't understand that though. So they were fighting the first men, I guess.
The first men.
And there was a war between the first men and the children of the
children,
forest,
and
and
then-
then the children made the Night King like as a weapon against the war, the men to use in the war. But then it got crazy,
Yeah,
and
they
then
lost-
the first men and the children ended up having to band together
Yeah, something like that.
to fight off the long night.
Right.
And then And the Children of the Forest, that's how they also make Benjamin Stark into Cold Hands. They find him, and that's, in the show, that's what they say.
Yeah, but it also shows how Starks have some white blood in them.
Well, they do. They have the blood of the first men in them,
Yeah.
they say. So that means somewhere along the line, and there's all kinds of theories about how the White Walkers actually are the ones that built the wall. Like, how did Bran the Builder, even with giants, build this massive wall? We're going to build a wall. It's going to be so big, so
I
cold.
was waiting for the Trump.
So the final season's coming out. I'm gonna watch it. You're gonna watch it. No one's gonna watch it.
Okay.
It's incredible. No one likes it.
Okay, it is. You know what's going to happen. I know what's going to happen.
Everyone knows. Everyone knows.
A lot
Fake
of people,
shows.
A lot of people have been saying this.
Fake
A
shows.
lot of people have been talking about it.
Little Onion Night.
His smuggler's got tiny hands. Now that's tiny hands. His fingers are short.
The Stannis
Look
report.
at my fingers.
Stannis report proves nothing.
The Stannis Report.
I'm unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Tonight at 9, The Stannis Report. With your host, John Stannis.
What did he say? Come with me and take their steaks?
Did he?
Take the steaks!
They're too delicious to not take
Oh, I'm
some.
hungry!
Onion night juggling.
Oh, you know what's fun? I realized, I forgot what we were just talking about before, but
whites
Tommen
and
has,
Toman?
oh, I'll get to this. Oh, yeah, but some of the old plays, too, when Jon Snow shows Daenerys
His wiener?
yeah, in the mine underneath the castle of Dragonstone, and he drew all those pictures to
Yeah.
show her.
The funniest one I saw was look at that one, and it's just stick figures of Daenerys. She's bent over with Jon as a stick figure behind her. Prophecy is true.
What's funny is like the way the children are drawn and the first men are drawn when they're together. It's very like crude like that. And then when you see the picture of the White Walkers, it's so detailed, and they even have blue for eyes.
Yeah, you get
Blue
some
is a very. Where did they get that
lapis
color?
lazuli.
Yeah, lapis lazuli.
Where did they on Dragonstone?
It's a mineral.
Sure. Someone's never played Minecraft.
I know.
Is it Game of
Come
Thrones
on.
Minecraft?
There is
Anyway.
a Game of Thrones Minecraft server.
Tommen was actually that actor was played another role before he was Tommen. It was a different Tommen.
Was he the Gerber baby? What?
No, he was a cousin, a Lannister cousin, low level person that was
Oh.
captured by Robb, and that they were going to, ransom back.
Yeah,
or
one
that
of
they
the
had
children.
two cousins. They had two young cousins, and they
Yeah.
had Jaime Lannister at the battle that they captured the battle, like the Whispering Wood or whatever it's called. And then I think it was when Catelyn Stark lets Jaime go. The Karstarks are like enraged because they want revenge because he killed some Karstarks or whatever, and then they kill Tommen and the other kid. And then so they replaced the other actor that was Tommen with him. I don't know why, and he's got like a funny. He's like, the two pillars of the world are the faith and the crown. It's really weird. And then the progression of the mountain actors is crazy. It's like
How many
three different actors.
Yeah, it's three different guys, right?
Yeah.
But now it's that same Bjorn.
Yeah, he's not going to change that.
You see his wedding pictures?
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
4'10" tall wife. It's just most adorable little
It's
Icelandic
like a hobbit
lady.
married to a giant.
Oh my god!
I guess if that's what works.
Isn't that what the dynamic is though in the
I
population
guess.
of Iceland?
I'm just curious as to the dynamics of that physical relationship. What if he lands on her?
He like trips.
Well, like he's really trying to open a jar of pickles and he goes.
She's right there.
Man.
Oh my god!
Well, I don't think he'd have the trouble to open the pickles.
No,
That's
you'd
the
be
thing.
What
surprised.
she's doing to April Fool's.
Icelandic pickles.
The tightest seals known to man. No, it's an April Fool's joke. She super glued the cap.
Oh my gosh!
Oh,
yeah.
what an idiot.
Her final April Fool's joke.
Just rips
you mean.
it in half. Slices her with the
It's
glass.
like an explosion of glass.
He just takes a whole jar and bites into it. Eating glass.
Oh my god!
Man.
So is Clegane Bowl going to happen, do you think?
No way.
No? Okay.
No, it's definitely not. I mean, if it does, it's not going to happen anywhere near what people thought. It's not the same
Do
thing.
you think...
Wait. What
whoa,
about...
whoa, whoa,
No.
But the mountain's basically dead,
Yeah.
so when the Night King, if he gets this King's Landing, maybe he'll have control of him.
Yeah.
That's an
And
interesting
then
point, because how
Clegane
dead
Bowl.
is he?
He's dead.
So, but he's he's dead, but he's alive in the sense that
He's a zombie. He's dead.
yeah.
Living
But does
dead.
that mean that he can be? But he's already under some kind of control. Something's already controlling him around. He's not like just laying there dead. And the
Well, he's
the
sort
Night
of-
King can't raise him technically. He's already been raised.
Maybe he just needs to touch him, and his eyes
Maybe.
will turn blue.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, maybe can
Yeah,
can he do that
something
to
like that.
anybody?
If he could do it to a baby, I guess a baby's just very easily.
I mean, he can do all kind. He does things like Bran's in the vision, and he
turned the
grabs his
dragon.
arm, and then now he knows where Bran is, and
Hey, he turned a
gets
dragon.
Yeah, the dragon he brought back.
Well, I guess that
Which one was
dead,
that? Is
though.
Yeah, but that was dead.
Was that Viserion? I think Drogon and I forget the name of the other one. One's green and one's red. And
Well, which one? Which dragon was killed? Not the main one.
no, I think it was the middle one, the middle-sized one, and then
Yeah.
I think the big one, the smaller one. I forget exactly. We should know this, but we don't.
I got the book, the Fire and Blood book.
What is that?
It's a new book that George Martin put out. It's a history of Westeros.
Another book that's not Game of Thrones. Interesting.
Yeah. Well, he had already kind of done it.
Well, remember to look at my comic book series,
yeah.
Wild Cards. It's a wild time. Starring Billy,
Billy Wildcard
Billy
Jones.
Wildcard. Then there's Stanny, the Wildcard.
Don't forget about Bad Ben.
Wildcard.
Yeah, it's about like the conquering of Westeros. So it's like when the Targaryens come and conquer, and then up to, and it's I think 300 years of history. But it's interesting. It's written from the perspective of an archmaester, of a high septon, and of like a fool, I think, in somebody's court.
Ooh,
So
that's
you get
cool.
like different, you know how like history, like Roman history
fool.
is like written by a Roman guy. You know, that was
He doesn't have a name.
I think so.
Welcome!
I haven't read it yet. So but I think that's what
Game
I
of
saw.
Thrones.
The people came over and the flying dragons.
Yeah, you know how like each chapter's written in like in their
Yeah.
mental head. So if he's a
Yeah.
fool, yeah, he would have to write it like
Or like Patchface.
yeah, like a very slow-witted, just watching, making observations that maybe the reader picks up on what he's looking at, but the fool is just like, oh, I don't know what that is or what.
The
that
dragons came with fire and flame, and then they tried to play the game
Misa,
of
the
Thrones. Yeah.
The king come down to some big mistakes.
Oh my God! Can you imagine?
Just put Jar Jar.
Now that would be good if he just puts Jar Jar in. Oh fuck you! Didn't want to wait for me to finish, huh?
I got
We're
my inspiration
complaining.
from, the
oh,
Phantom
thought I
Menace.
wouldn't finish before I died, huh? Take this.
He's there with a quill.
I'm George Martin.
All kinds of weird Game of Thrones foods next
There's
to
this
him.
railroad model train going around them, top speed, nonstop around the clock.
It gives me my inspiration. I'm a conductor.
Choo choo, motherfucker.
I'm a conductor first, writer second. And then the penis in this scene, it will be like this.
When did he? But he committed to that look like in the 70s.
I think when he was 12.
When you see him,
we gotta look at pictures like grade
When-
school pictures. 'Cause
yeah,
that's,
when you see young pictures
Yeah,
of
when
him,
he's 12,
like,
he just looks in the mirror.
I don't- that's
This'll work.
yeah,
that's not a look that's
I'm done.
that's not a look that's cultivated. That's a look that this
Happens to you.
It just happens and it doesn't go away. It's like an STD.
He tries to shave every day. It can't happen.
It's like the Santa Claus with Tim Allen.
Yes.
That's right.
It's exactly like that. #1 movie of all time.
Yep.
I happen to love that movie.
It's a good movie.
The first one.
Oh, good as in like I remember
Yeah.
it fondly.
Yeah, I do remember it fondly, and it
not a
kind of
match.
holds up to my fondness.
I'm a jingle all the way kind of
Oh,
guy.
you son of a bitch!
I like that one too.
I never saw it as a kid, so if I watch it now and I say like I only like it because it's so bad, you know.
Jamie!
Get to
get-
the chopper.
Does go a little crazy at the end. Like the costume he's wearing is actually a fully functional rocket propelled.
Really?
How did he get
Yes.
it?
They had it there. He was going to be the Macy's Day Parade.
Sinbad just had it. Oh, look what's in my mailbag.
There was some capers, and they got behind the scenes of the Macy's Day Parade, and they thought he was the actor to be Turbo Man, so they strap him in.
Yeah.
And apparently the budget on the costumes is like in the billions because they have some technology, not even like
Now, right here, this is your plutonium core, so you're gonna want to be
He's not
wary
rocketing
of that.
around all over
Make
the
sure it does not overheat.
Promoting the toy that's sold out.
Yeah, I don't understand. Go buy the toy that you can't.
And Phil Hartman was in it. He was funny.
I hope that wasn't the last thing he did.
It's close to it.
Poor Phil
Yeah,
Hartman.
it is close to it, I think.
Yeah, I
man.
mean, it's just why you can't have crazy people around you.
I want to watch this battle.
It's coming.
We've been watching it.
Yeah, it's been going on.
The whole-
people say though.
You know what we should put on too is the battle at the wall when Mance Raider attacks.
Oh yeah, I'll put
It's
that.
fucking awesome. The music is so good.
I
in that.
heard that the director, or maybe the boss cinematographer or something, for one of the big battles coming up. Because one of the battles they said they filmed for 5 months straight.
Wow.
And he said he was studying the Two Towers Helm's Deep battle over and over again.
That's awesome.
Because he says it's so perfectly paced. So I'm really hoping this is going to be some
The
unbelievable
battles,
battle.
they get better and better and better.
Oh yeah, no, the Battle of the Bastards,
The Battle of the Bastards is insane.
and it's
I get anxiety.
I hate to say it, but it really is just so epic in how vast it is and what's at stake. And then you've never seen medieval where the
Yeah.
the bodies are piling up.
What a fucking disaster shit
And
show
the
it
shots
really is.
that are just ongoing with the chaos around John. And I love going on YouTube. They show how the CGI worked and all the horses and how they blended it all together.
Yeah.
It was just really, really
There's some
well done.
amazing shots here where he's he's standing there because he went after Rickon, and then
I really hope they do
the
something.
horses are charging him, and then everything collides around him, and it's total chaos, and you just see he's like, what the fuck, what, and then something's coming at you, you just slash at it.
Yeah.
How does anyone survive
And
these
by,
things?
Yeah, by the skin of your teeth, something that would have killed you, you just instinctively just moved away.
It's like that, and that to me, that battle, and the same thing in the one where Bronn is
with Jamie.
with Jamie when the dragon comes and everything, and it's he's trapped in this hellscape, and it's the same thing, chaos Dothraki all around him. He's just running around shoving somebody away, stabbing this person, slashing over there, trying to duck and hide and make his way to where he has to go and whatever. It's that kind of chaos is so real, the Saving Private Ryan scene in the beginning with
your
D-Day.
adrenaline is pumping.
You're right there.
Yeah.
It's
But then some people
awesome.
can deal with that, but then in Saving Private Ryan, portrait, remember the guy lost his arm and he's just walking around.
Oh yeah.
So I've read sometimes you're so overwhelmed and your brain is in such a panic that you just have to instinctually just start doing mundane things. So the guy's just okay, and then we just look for my arm. His mind is broken at that point.
Yeah.
And then of course he had PTSD after that.
But see, when I watch those things, it's so real. I wonder what I would be like. Would I be able
I
to
would
say,
suck
all right?
ass. I would be running so far away.
No, but that's what I mean. Would I really be? Now, if I was the Lannisters,
no. Here we go though.
I wouldn't train.
If you,
Yeah.
For people listening, if you've played DayZ, Dexter, you get that experience.
You do get it. Yeah.
Because
not of a big battle like that.
of real life combat, I
Oh,
feel
yeah.
like,
Yeah, a
because
real life where shit you can't predict anything that's gonna happen.
I had to stop playing because basically I was hopping on and looting, military bases. I got really good stuff, and then the moment I heard a shot, you just get prone, and my heart is pumping out of my chest.
Oh my God.
Just looking around trying to find people. Oh my God, it is so
we
scary.
played one night, me and him.
Insane.
We were doing so good. We played
because
for 2
it's
hours.
it's so
In the moment, it's no.
yes, and it's finite. It's it's
There's no scripted game mechanics.
there's no room for errors. What I'm trying to say, there's no room for errors.
It's not like
it's
oh,
just a
this happens,
shot.
do this.
You don't know where it comes from, and you're dead.
Yeah.
It's just a
Just
sniper.
what could happen in a battle.
Yes.
It's just luck that Jon Snow doesn't get hit by 1,000 arrows in Battle of the Bastards.
Remember we were playing for 2 hours that night, boss, and we got some good stuff, and
Yeah.
then we finally got some good guns, and we approach this town, and we're like, okay, we got some bullets. This is a zombie, so we shot one. But
I
it
ruined
attracted
it.
every zombie
I
in the
shot
town,
a zombie, and fucking 50
and
came.
the shit hit the fan.
And I just
so
panicked and
fast.
sucked.
And
But that wasn't even scary, though. What's scary is when there's other players.
Yeah, but I thought it was just that feeling. Oh, we spent 2 hours. We have so much good
Yes.
stuff, and in
The feeling of
seconds-
loss.
In seconds, it's
That's just
ruined.
the feeling of loss. This isn't
That's
the
life.
sheer fear of someone hunting me and knowing where I am and me not knowing where they are. Oh my God. It's
A
terrifying.
guy appears
Yeah.
and they don't talk to you, and
Yes.
you need a mic for that game. Hello?
I did get somebody though, Oxnard. I was running around a military base and there was a broken wall where you can walk through, and I was running along this wall and I walked past the opening. I saw somebody And I was lucky
didn't see
because they
you?
turned a corner. They didn't see me.
That's the
and I
best.
just waited, and they came that way. They might have heard me, and they turned the opposite way that I was looking, and I shot them in the back. I was like, yes! And I was horrified again, Dexter, because I'm looting this person. I just shot my gun in the military base. Everybody within, miles knows where I am.
I think the sound does carry too. Like,
Oh,
I think
God,
if
yes,
you're in
it
the
does.
forest, it's more muffled. But if it's an open plain, that'll carry pretty far. They're pretty good
The
with
game's
that.
terrifying.
Wasn't it designed to be like a military simulation thing, though?
Yeah, it's based off
Yeah.
of Arma 2.
More stuff you get, the
which is
farther
like
you
a
get,
hyper-realistic
the more terrifying
military
it
simulator.
gets. I stopped playing.
It's good. I always said they
So I
should
don't
add
have a
cave
heart attack.
systems. They should add a sewer system. There's a lot of stuff they should add. And what's funny, it's been in development for years, and finally, I think a few weeks ago, it was officially "quote unquote" released.
If you have like a sewer thing and a cave thing and like a subway thing, there's going to be people that band together down there.
Oh yeah, well that's
It's going to be like Beneath the Planet of the Apes.
I think the way you're supposed to play is you're supposed to find
Yeah, work
other people
together.
and make friends.
That's not the game, though.
you can't do that.
I've
man.
never
The
experienced
game
that
is
ever.
trust no one.
Yeah, because even if the guy says, "Hey, you want to team up?" and something, and in 5 minutes this guy's gonna go,
All right, buddy,
"Ah."
turn around. Give me your wallet.
Not even that. Like you
Yeah.
just have your back to it and he just pop you in the head.
Yeah.
Because
For no reason.
Yeah, well, because it's a game. Because
My friend logged on. Boom.
Yeah.
I don't need you anymore.
That's what he did to me, Dexter. No, that's why. Like, if you ever see two people working together in that game, they're
Yes.
definitely friends
in
who are
real life.
In real life on
Right.
Discord, and they're
Yes.
planning things out.
Yeah.
It's I can't believe
And
you
that's
just meet a
honestly,
stranger.
that's a problem for the game. I think. Because it ruins that dynamic.
You should have to put
where
in your information
you
and it
want to find people.
Yeah,
restricts
but
you.
also, wouldn't you like if it happened? Like there was some kind of apocalypse. Ideally we would be
well,
alive
we
together,
gotta-
surviving together.
Well, that's true.
You
well,
know what I
think
mean?
about it. That's
As
why
friends,
we need a
Until
rally.
boss betrays us both.
We need a rally
for our
point,
meat.
because if the apocalypse happens, cell phone service is going to go down. I'm guaranteed the internet's not going to be working. Phone calls won't go through. So it's like,
Yeah.
what's the plan? I'm just going to run to your houses.
No, we have to have it set up in advance. This is why we need to plan now.
I'm going to the
We need
Finger
plan
Lakes.
now. The Finger Lakes.
Yeah, it's a lot of fresh water, man.
Yeah.
Where is there a specific spot?
The Finger.
Any of the Finger Lakes.
The toenail of the lakes.
They're all huge.
Yeah, that's why it would be so hard.
Fresh
okay,
water.
I'm going to the Finger Lakes, and I'm just going to
Then just go there and start screaming, "Hello!"
I'm just going to swim out to the middle of the lake.
Oh,
Where
no.
are you, boss?
Seems cold.
Sound does carry over water.
That's true.
So that's how I'll find you.
To the Finger Lakes.
Sound does carry over water.
Hey, at least you'll know the vicinity.
A lot of nice bed and breakfasts up there. We've been looking
those-
at your
they'll
suggestions.
Remain open during the apocalypse.
Yeah. Well, no, but I mean that's places that we can stay and have some wine tastings.
I want to buy a house on one of the lakes just so I have access to all that fresh water when shit goes down.
He's really like he just likes drinking the water.
it's all
from
the fresh
Finger
water.
Lakes.
It's all about fresh water, man.
But what if there's a
Haven't you heard those conspiracies about like the Bush family buying underwater, like freshwater? What do you call them?
Reservoirs?
Spring reservoirs? Yeah, and like rich people
Really?
buy. Yeah,
That's
Fresh
true. The
water, man.
wars are coming.
Wait, how
The
do you
water wars
buy
coming.
underground water?
no, you
The
buy the
land.
land with the water
So
underneath.
this
It's
is what I
the
never
quantum
understood.
of That's the quantum
I
of
feel
solace.
like you
plot.
told me about these things.
Isn't that the
Oxnard.
plot
say
from
a
that
lot.
James Bond movie, Quantum of Solace? The guy's buying
don't
up
know.
all this desert land,
Maybe.
and they're like, "Oh, we've drilled for oil out there. There's nothing, you fool. I'll
here's the
gladly
thing.
sell you the land."
Here's the thing about
And then
property.
he's collecting water.
Here's the thing about property I never understood. If I buy a plot of land, does every single foot of dirt I dig down to the core of the earth, that's my property?
I believe so,
Yeah,
but
Yes.
it's not so.
I know that it's
Above
so-
you.
It is so above you
So I
to a
can-
certain extent.
Yeah, to a certain extent, but no. But
Okay.
people buy rights like
And just start
like
digging
above
down?
a building, so they
Okay.
have the right to that space that exists above buildings.
In case you want to
I can't
add
remember
on
what
to
the
bill?
term for it is. Yeah, in case you want to do something.
Aerial realty.
Maybe. Now, what about space realty? We got to start buying
Intergalactic
up
real
quadrants.
estate.
No.
No. Yes, yes.
Earth
Yeah, I'm with
land.
Dexter on this one.
I want Earthland.
That's what you say now. You don't
Say.
have
And they're gonna-
quadrant, alpha, beta.
Then they're going to find
Zed.
out Mars is the ultimate pleasure planet, and you're lost.
Oh,
Martian women, man.
Real Martian cuties out there.
What's gonna happen is
I'm talking Martian vixens.
sea level's gonna rise 9 meters. Gonna create havoc, man, everywhere.
The sea is gonna rise 9 meters. Is that what we said? That's high.
Dexter, the last
Isn't a meter like 3 feet?
time we had this climate, our sea level was 9 meters higher than it is now.
No, I believe you. I'm just saying that is
don't
high. That's shocking.
You just got to do what they do in the
It is
Netherlands. They
shocking.
build those huge dikes.
Dexter. I mean,
Dikes all
Dexter
along
does
the
not-
coast.
Oxnard, please.
Yeah, remember the little Dutch boy put his finger in the dike?
We need more Dutch boys. That's the problem.
Yes.
I'm going to buy a lot of paint this week.
If we're gonna build these dikes, we have to have Dutch boys to maintain them.
No, but I think a lot of Netherlands is like below sea level, so they need these huge walls that are like able to keep the water out and stuff.
Why wooden shoes though? I don't understand that.
I don't know. Dutch are everywhere.
I don't think they actually used them. Right? The Dutch are they're like insects.
No, when you look up history, and especially in that art
Yeah.
civilization show, it's like the Dutch, Japan, and over here, the Pennsylvania Dutch. Like they were really involved in all these matters of international trade and stuff. I think
East India Trading Company.
Yeah. Speaking of companies, Golden Company. In the trailer,
Oh!
you do see a shot that looks like the Golden Company, and they're supposed to have elephants.
Ooh.
So I think that's going to be interesting.
That was another interesting cast change. Remember Chin Guy?
Dario Naharis,
The original Dario Naharis?
who's a rapper, I believe now.
Well, he's in Deadpool. He's the villain in the first Deadpool movie also.
Oh, it took a little break.
He's
from his
good in
rapping.
that. When you see him in this, you can't look at him. He's so cartoonish looking. I don't want to be mean to the actor or whatever.
Well, he's not going to hear
But
it.
that's true. But I don't want to. But the people who do hear this, I don't want. Dexter's a real catty bitch. Oh, man.
We're going to get back to
So
him.
jealous much?
Whoa, aggro, bro?
But I couldn't. When I see the other Dario Naharis, who I think is a much better cast, like I can't. There's scenes where like there's pillow talk with him and Daenerys.
I forgot. Tyrion does. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Tyrion just runs up to this guy, chops his leg off.
It's hilarious.
That-
Tyrion's
day.
like, stop. Okay, I started went back like 10 minutes.
Shit.
I'm going to go get my leg chopped off. That was easy.
I know, right? That chain was so brittle.
He didn't even hit it with the hard part of the axe. He like tapped it with the flat bit.
He slapped it with a raw fish. I forgot that Tyrion had a... I guess that's a kill, maybe not. But
Tyrion's had a few kills already.
yeah. I don't know, something about that. Oh, there you go.
No kidding, Tyrion. Attack.
Hey man, that's gutsy.
It's hilarious. Like you look at this battle compared to like Battle of the Bastards.
Right.
The green fire was awesome, but then this
The
stuff,
budgets too, though. When you see the CG effects of like the dragons and stuff,
yeah.
and like like Daenerys, that all starts to get cool. Finally, when she takes this the Unsullied and she kills the slave master there.
Yeah. Did you see
That
the
was
shot
one of
in
her
the
first
trailer?
cool
The
scenes.
Unsullied in Winterfell. They just looked.
Oh, I don't remember seeing that.
yeah, they were marching through Winterfell. It's just
wow.
cool to see them in the snow.
Yeah.
Oh, and then Tywin shows up and takes credit for Blackwater here.
The battle is won. Then at the
I was
start
going to
of
ask,
the next episode,
how
his horse
soon
takes his shit.
do you think Daenerys is going to lose her last two dragons? I'm calling it. I think by episode 2.
This is gonna be a fast moving.
Yeah, she's going to fuck it up by
Thing.
episode 2. I think.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be like. My thoughts are that it's gonna just be super grim. We're gonna lose. They're gonna lose against the dead constantly, and be forced to realize that they had to make a deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
And we just see Tyrion get his scar, which in the book he loses his nose. He's
Yeah,
pretty
it's much
fucked
more
up.
gruesome. I don't know what's gonna happen. I honestly don't know what's gonna happen.
What? Ultimately, I think
You think Daenerys is gonna die?
no. I think she will take the throne, and then Jon's going to become the new Night King. Song of Ice and Fire.
To your point, boss, about before, with Robert Strong. There's a lot of people being brought back to life in various ways.
Mm-hmm.
Beric Dondarrion, who I love the actor that plays. I think he's one of the coolest characters That's another guy who was a different actor in the very beginning. Ned Stark charges him in the first season with hunting down the mountain, and then what happens is everything kind of goes to shit, and Ned Stark dies. Robert said, so the Brotherhood without banners, they just kind of keep going because now they have no one to serve, so that's why they do that. But Barrack been brought back. He's been dead, been brought back a bunch of times. Jon Snow himself. So do you think, like what you guys were saying about Robert Strong, and how can the Night King control him? Do you think he could do that with them?
I don't know.
Because are they really alive?
Well, they were raised by the Lord of Light.
So it matters. The magic that brings them back is what matters.
I would think so.
Yeah, it might be conflicting
Because
magic.
Cold Hands, the magic that made Cold Hands is different.
So it's interesting to think about what role will the Lord of Light play? And is the Lord of Light somehow connected to dragons?
Well, is John the prince that was promised? You know what I mean? Azor Ahai or whatever.
What does that have to do with the Lord of Light?
That's the prophecy. Is that
Of the Lord of Light?
Yeah, with that that he's the prince that was promised will rise up and wield the Lord of Light's justice, wield a flaming sword and defeat the darkness.
I see.
I think we're going to see...
She thought it was Stannis. Melisandre thought it was Stannis, but she was wrong. Or she was, at least it led... See, I think that's the thing. She keeps thinking... She thought, Stannis is the Lord... This is the Lord's chosen one, but she was just... That was a means to maybe to get to Jon Snow.
Okay.
And then same thing with Thoros of Myr bringing Beric Dondarrion back. That's... Because maybe Beric isn't... he's not the chosen one, maybe. I clearly don't think that he's the prince that was promised, Beric Dondarrion. But he's the leader of this group, and he's the one bringing all these people up, brings the Hound up. All these connections coming that bring all these people to certain places at certain times for a certain purpose. So I think that's why,
he's
she was with Stannis. That's why Beric is important and being brought back to life.
Okay. I think we're going to see Nymeria and her wolf pack.
Again?
That'd be
Yeah.
cool.
I think they're going to be part of the battle, some battle here and there.
You think they're going to have surprise warging from the other Stark kids?
Surprise warging!
Like Sansa is just in
Arya
in
and
her head.
Jon.
Eyes
yeah.
go back in her head. Maybe.
Ghost is still alive, right?
Yeah,
Somebody's
it's just not hanging
sleeping in their
around.
bed and a chipmunk pisses on their face.
Gotcha.
And you see and it cuts to a guy with his arms up by his face.
Alvin, Simon, Theodore.
Chipmunking.
So where's this big epic battle with the wildlings?
Season 3 or 4?
Really?
Wildlings.
I think you're right.
Sons of the Harpy. The climb. Look at that.
Hey, the
picture.
bear that made him fair. I remember that.
No, you know what? I guess it's 4. Season 4.
I remember Misa.
Yeah, the Watchers on the Wall. Mockingbird.
I remember this episode. It wasn't the whole episode just one long battle. It has a little intro and stuff.
Yeah,
but
it was
then-
basically it takes place totally at the wall.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it was the only episode. It was all in one location. I remember that.
Yeah, because even Battle of the Bastards has other stuff going
Yeah.
on in it, and that's a really good. That's overall a really really good episode.
Well, I think this is going smoothly.
Yeah. One thing we just were reminded of is Ollie from the
Ollie!
I'm going to eat your
And I just saw your
dead papa.
in the Battle of Blackwater Bay,
Draw my Blackwater bread.
Bronn does the same thing that Ollie does. He shoots a guy with an arrow and he does a pose and a nod.
The head nod. The head nod. Hey,
That's
guess
where
who
Ollie
directed
gets
this?
it from, but he does it terribly.
That's right.
The Captain Morgan.
Yeah. You're welcome. And then he fucking stabs him in the heart. You stole my heart, Ollie. After Sam explains, he's doing this because of these are very good reasons. I understand. No one's saying that, it's the best of decision to make, but it has to be done.
Right.
You know, we understand you lost your whole family. We've all lost everything. We're all going to be dead if we don't do something. And then he just goes and he stabs him. Anyway.
So I'm wondering, like,
Ollie
Jon
the
Snow
bastard.
comes back. Do you think it was because of the Lord of Light, or was it because of that white blood? Or do you think it's a combination of the two? Maybe that's a instance where the
I don't know.
two magics are working together.
Maybe. It's weird. Like, I'm realizing now how much magic there is to bring people back.
I think,
Like magic, like, and
wouldn't that
science,
be the magic
like
you would invest in?
Robert
the most?
Strong, the children do it with cold hands. Melisandre does it with Jon Snow. Thoros of Myr does it. That's a lot. There's a whole thing. It's a huge theme.
Mm-hmm. But really, if it existed in real life, wouldn't that be the magic you would want? Bring something back that went away?
I guess so.
I think, yeah, that would be the main thing.
All my family pets will return to me.
That's a lot to take care of. That'd be
It
very
was not a
choosy.
lot. It was like some goldfish and
Yeah, goldfish. I remember we had 2 little crabs.
yeah, so a lot of goldfish, a lot of hermit crabs, and like a dog and a cat from when I was an infant.
Wow.
They died when I was like 2 and 3.
So do you remember them, or?
No,
Okay.
barely. I think I might have been. I think I was actually more like 4. When,
Okay, well, let's-
because I remember them fighting. They crossed paths in the kitchen one time, and I remember hearing like horrible sounds. I'm like, "What the hell is that?" It was awful. Like the cat was like,
Yeah, I think
attacking
they
the
say
dog.
2 is when you start developing memories or something like that. Which is weird, because for me, I can't remember anything. Maybe 5? I vaguely remember seeing a ladybug picture in a children's book. That's it.
I showed him that the other day. Hey, Oxnard, look at this.
Who's going to die, boss? Who's going to make it to the living list? Who's on the death
Oh,
list?
I like this.
Oh.
I want to hear what the boss says.
Why is he taking his pants off?
Oh, how about this idea I just had?
Forget your
Cheeseburgers
idea.
for breakfast.
I mean, here's the only conflict with this idea.
Yes.
The only conflict is if Daenerys is pregnant.
Uh-oh.
My idea is maybe they'll give the baby to the White Walkers,
Oh.
but it needs a little time to pass for that to happen.
9
so
months.
then instead, maybe Daenerys
We know.
will just go to the White Walkers.
I'm a
And
baby.
squat and give birth on his face.
Well, no, she'll become one too, and then her baby will be
So-
one.
I was thinking of that too, especially with that one Stark who married a female white. What if they
Yeah.
both decide, yeah, we're to save the rest of the world, we're gonna give ourselves to the whites?
Guy's warging.
I forgot the eyes do. Are his eyes glowing, or they're rolled back in his
No,
head?
they're like rolled
rolled
back.
back.
Yeah.
Okay.
They turn white.
Oh, is this when Tormund starts talking about how he fucked a bear once or something?
You never fucked
Yeah,
a
yeah.
bear.
I know you never fucked a bear.
Your tongue.
Oh yeah, and then for the final episode, I'm gonna write a list of like the best moments. I'm gonna get some sound clips so we can re-listen and comment.
Yeah.
Do you remember the time we talked about this? Hear the origin of.
What a great thing.
You will write the whole. I think it'll be hilarious.
It will
I'll,
be
I'll line them all up.
I love listening to random clips of what we're saying. It's insanity.
I know it's. What is he?
That's one of the funniest things we've done. I think it's so funny.
According to us.
Yeah. Yeah, for me personally. Oh, man.
How many arrows would you think you would need, boss? You hear Ygritte is making arrows for the battle. So she's got about 50.
Man, for a battle, I guess you could recover some, but then they won't be that
Yeah.
sharp.
See, I would get more. I would train myself to launch anything with a bow. Fried chicken,
Fried chicken.
pickles,
Like,
jars.
that's what's going to be handy.
I would not
They've
use.
got
I would
a
not be
bucket next to
using a
them.
bow.
My
That's
shoe.
the thing.
Yeah, me
I would
either.
not rely on that.
can't
My
do
own
Even though
turds.
you're at a distance, so it makes sense. It's kind of better. But
How is she making them so good? That's
I think
the other
she had them. She's just sharpening them.
She's got a lot. And where'd she get all the feathers? So you're saying she brought these with her already?
Well, I mean, it's just a stick.
Yeah,
if
just
she
a
has all, if she has all the points, she could just make however many she wants,
Yeah,
right?
and just tell the warging
she just
guy,
needs
hey,
the,
can you warg?
the sharp end.
Can you warg
and the wood.
Well, you just find some wood
And the
you-
feathers that
sticks,
she puts, I
or
guess,
feathers.
on there.
Because
and
you get the
then-
warging guy and you say, hey, see that hawk? Can you warg him over here? And then we'll grab him, then get out of him, we'll chop his head off, and we have all these feathers. And dinner.
And there you go. Use the talons to make tips for the arrows.
Well, that wouldn't work. They're claws.
Well, you gotta shape them.
Oh, you got to put them in boiling water and straighten them out. They're like plastics.
Exactly.
Exactly
Plastics,
like-
man. Plastics.
Plastics.
What the fuck?
Wait, was that
how
the
did-
wildling
wait,
camp?
How did nobody
What a
notice
terrible
this?
place to walk by. That's what's her face with the baby?
Yeah,
Gilly.
Gilly with the baby walks by the
How does
wildling
nobody
camp.
notice?
If
She's
you
like,
see,
wait,
I mean,
what's there?
if you see that there's some light over this ridge,
Oh my God.
wouldn't you avoid it?
There's all these people there. Even I got very close to her.
God.
That's like when Jon Snow at Hardhome. That's another of my favorite episodes. And they're leaving. And it's the whole long scene where the Night King's like, "Thanks for the fresh meat for my army," and he raises the dead. And it's such a great shot and the creepy music. And then you realize they're like 5 feet apart from one another.
Yeah.
Like, wait, what?
Face to face.
Yeah.
And this guy dies this season or the next season? And he was a Targaryen, right?
Yeah, he was Egg's
We're
brother.
talking about Aegon. Is that his name?
Yeah.
Maestro.
No, his name is not Aegon. His name is
Aragon.
shit. What's his name?
The Blind Meister.
Yeah, but what was his name?
Mr. Meister.
Maester Targaryen.
Meister Blind.
I never bothered to learn his proper name,
That's
and now he's dead.
I killed him.
Guess I'll never.
Yeah, I
I
was-
killed him because he wouldn't bloody tell me.
I was a murderer the whole time.
The actor who plays Sam, he was on Conan recently. He's pretty funny.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, he was talking. He went Jon Snow, Kit Harington's bachelor party,
nice.
and they went go karting.
That's fun.
Sounds like a blast.
It was just the two of them.
I guess I don't know. He's at the go kart.
Catch me if you can.
Hey, yeah, I'm the best at this too. Most recognizable face on the planet. It's me, Jon Snow. I don't complete finish.
I'll go by Jon Snow now. Yeah, you gotta drop all the H's. Hello.
Hey,
Uh-oh. How are ya?
what's going on, Dan?
Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean?
Oh, to the head, I guess.
There was some silence. I don't know. Boss is really contemplating the episode.
I like these episodes,
They are
man.
good.
They're hooking me in.
Well, I'm
This
putting
is a
on
long
my
one.
favorite, the best one.
Did you type them up? The typed
Yes.
one's yours, boss? Okay, so that
Yes.
first one was a boss question that we did.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Because I was like,
I
thought it was
racking your
me.
brain thinking, when did I write this?
and I was like, did I get like so wasted or
got 'em.
something? And I'm just robots in the future.
All right. Because this one, when I started to read it, I was like, I think Boss wrote this one. You wake up at 3 a.m. That's how I knew it was his. You wake up at 3 a.m. and see a bright light coming through your window from the sky. All of a sudden, a steady hum enters your mind and your body begins to shake. Your significant says, relax, it's fine.
My
do you
significant
do?
other?
Yeah.
Oh, my significant, my penis?
What is it, boy?
Is it
Yeah,
Oxnard
so-
Jr.?
You know, your significant other, your partner, whatever, says, relax, it's fine. What do you do?
What is that? Why are you so
all
calm?
of a sudden, a steady hum enters your mind, and your body begins to shake. So you're seizing, basically. Oh, and then so then I'm flopping around in bed,
You're thrashing.
and I hear this humming going on in my head, and my wife just goes, "Relax, it's fine." What do I do? What can I do?
I would think, is she putting in a vibrating sex toy into me somehow?
That sounds like her.
While shining a flashlight in my face so she can
Humming?
really see my reaction?
I knew you'd like it. It's over.
This is how it ends.
It's over now. I certainly want no part of this. So I guess what I do, if I can communicate, is say, why are you so calm? What is that sound? What is that light?
I'd probably be like, "What's happening?"
What if she just says, "It's fine"? Doesn't
Again?
answer any of your questions.
Can I move while I'm shaking? Am I just gonna be walking
Oxnard,
around
what if she
shaking?
doesn't answer any of your questions?
Huh?
What if she doesn't answer any of your questions?
Well,
She
that's what I'm
says,
saying. So can I
"It's
get
fine."
up, or am
Can I get up and leave?
and walk, or
Maybe, yeah.
still shake? How violently am I shaking?
Can I reach my phone to dial 911?
Shaking pretty good.
Shaking like I'm really, really cold shaking, or shaking like
Yeah, you're just shaking.
shake.
Just got the shakes.
what? Do you get the shakes a lot?
No.
I don't know how to understand my ability to.
All right.
Like, is it like I have no power over my muscles?
Next question.
Pick another one from
right.
the head, because I got to come up with a bunch more for the upcoming weeks.
Oh, there's another one. This is a short one though, from Boss. If you were a piece, I was like, how was it? If you were a piece of past,
What?
he misspelled paste.
Oh,
No, a piece of past. What shape would you be?
Pasta. A piece of pasta.
First, I thought he was trying to say paste. What would you stick to? Okay, it's supposed to be pasta. If
So
you
it's
were a piece of pasta, what shape would you be?
like
That's
a,
interesting.
a type of pasta? Like
yeah, what's your
noodle.
favorite shape of pasta?
like George?
What would you
Costanza
be? Not what's
ravioli,
your favorite. What would you be?
Well, also, I'm asking what's your favorite.
Jerry's fusilli. Well, different pastas are different shapes to serve different purposes.
Name all the shapes you know.
what
Go.
shape would you want to purpose as you are
As a
a
tool.
pasta?
So if I was a shape, like,
If
am
I
I
was
a
a
human
pasta?
size or I'm tiny
You're.
and I'm only one piece?
It doesn't matter. You're pasta.
You know what I never liked? The shell pastas, those big shells.
yeah,
Why do you
yeah.
want something that looks like a big
Oh, the
shell?
giant shells are horrible.
Like a snail? Like,
yeah,
what
the
is
giant
this?
shells I understand. The tiny ones are okay.
I guess I would want to be maybe the lasagna one, because you're
The sheet?
you're like you're cozy. You're packed up with a
Oh,
bunch
okay.
of good buddies,
No,
meat and sauces.
gay.
Totally gay.
That's what it was. It was a gay
Yeah,
test.
the truth is revealed with the pasta question.
It never fails. They teach you.
Boss, I owe you a nickel.
Oh, high rollers.
I keep leaning towards bow tie, but I feel like that's just to be
like bow tie.
silly.
I like fusilli,
Then you should be
so I
fusilli.
guess I'd just be fusilli.
That's the corkscrew pasta,
Because you're
right?
silly.
But like a big fusilli, not your run-of-the-mill
A big
fusilli.
sentient fusilli that could take over the planet.
Is fusilli's the corkscrew pasta?
Yeah.
Okay. And farfalla's the bow tie one, right?
I got some weird pasta here.
Yes.
I don't know. I don't really like pasta that much, to be honest, so it's hard for me to say.
Oh, this is just
I'd like angel hair. Maybe I'd be angel hair.
Just one strand of angel
What's funny,
hair.
like when I actually.
Oh yeah, I have to be one
You have to
strand.
be one.
Oh, maybe not. Maybe not a strand then.
That's why a big, nice,
Yeah, you're a
wide
nice
sheet of lasagna.
burly sheet of.
And you got company.
I mean, you know what? I'd be a ravioli.
Big,
Oh,
fat, bloated, full of meat.
Nice.
Hearty.
What's in you?
Oh, cheese for sure.
Oh.
That's what's mostly in me now.
What
so.
kind
Cheese
of cheese?
ravioli.
I guess the standard ricotta and what else goes in there?
What would you mix? Would we put a little spinach in there? Maybe.
I don't know.
I really like spinach.
spinach. Oh no, I do like spinach.
Now you know,
I
like some
sauteed
restaurants, they have
spinach.
like those giant raviolis.
Yeah.
And like when you order,
Where you only get like 4 of them.
yeah, but it's enough. It's enough.
Yeah. Oh yeah. They're huge.
And then
yeah.
you got Chef Boyardee with the mini ones.
Oh, I cannot even stand my.
I warmed up.
Like SpaghettiOs.
It smells like vomit.
It's the most disgusting smelling thing.
Yeah, I like when I took
My
it out of the
daughter
microwave and I
eats
was like,
that all the time. She
Yeah.
loves it.
it was the same with
That's the thing. I don't understand. I'll make her fresh pasta and sauce and meatball. She will turn it down because she's a toddler, so she wants
Chef Boyardee.
SpaghettiOs.
Just wash a can out and put your fresh pasta in it.
No, she knows. You know how many times? First of all, I've made, and also chicken nuggets is just called brown chicken. Okay. Want brown chicken? I made fried chicken myself. It was so delicious. It was the juiciest chicken. Because when you get like fried chicken, white meat, it dries out quickly.
Yes.
This was so fucking juicy. It was incredible. I was like, it's brown. It's got the breading on it. Like, she'll eat it. No, she knew it was fresh and delicious chicken. She had to have processed.
Maybe she's watching you cook. Are
Chicken
you
nuggets.
hygienic in the kitchen?
She doesn't watch
Like,
me. She
you're
doesn't watch me
sne-
cook. I didn't let her anywhere near the stove. I'm frying something in hot oil. I'm not
I
going to
remember the
let
story.
my kid near
Dexter
it.
working at a pizzeria. He cuts himself, started bleeding on the cheese. And I still get food from that pizzeria because you don't work there.
What?
I stopped eating there after I left. I only eat food with my own blood in it.
Insanity. And then we had another friend. He worked at the Dairy Queen, and he said one time he was giving out an ice cream. He saw a fly right into the ice cream, and he didn't say anything. The woman just took it. He told me that he said bugs would just fly in the ice cream all the time.
That makes sense because
people never noticed.
I read that.
That's
I
true.
know. I
guess
read an article.
I'm sure I ate bugs.
I
from
read
there.
an article that Dairy Queen they
Purposely
they
put bugs in
fail
there.
safety inspections and stuff
They
like
have
that
to.
all the time,
And it's
they're
insane.
disgusting.
I
Most
drive by.
of them.
I'm coming home from work. It's like 9 at night. There's a line
Oh,
around
yeah,
the
huge
corner.
line.
Yeah, I don't go anymore
Who's
ever since
eating
I
all this
read
ice
that.
cream
You know,
at
one of the problems was
9
too
at
because there was another ice cream place nearby but they're gone now, aren't they?
No, I think it's still there.
Is he still there?
Maybe. I don't know.
He's been talking about for years because the pizza place I worked at was right next door.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I'd see him every day, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm selling the place. I'm selling the place. You go to move where his family's out in
Yeah,
Arizona." And so he could go out there because he can go out there in the winter and then come back and live there basically in the summertime.
That's his dream. That's what he wants to do. You got to weigh your financial options, and it's probably just in.
man, oh man,
Feed.
that sucks.
People talk all the time. Talk. No one. But then you get
Not
stuck,
us.
get stuck in your way. Like the Chinese place we have over here, the great Chinese food, but it's the same owner since I was like 6 years old.
Oh, yeah.
And they're open 6 days a week. They're only closed on one day, but every day, like
You watch the kids grow up.
yeah.
'Cause
They
they're
don't-
there
you don't
doing
go
their homework
You're
while
doing
they
the
work.
same thing every day, all day. But
And
I guess
so are you eating the Chinese food?
yeah, but I guess your neurons, you just get into that pattern, and it's just that's what you do. That's what you do all the time.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Well, having a restaurant like that is really hard. There was another pizza place I worked at all the time.
Yeah.
And they did sell it finally, and he moved on. He was like, don't want to do this anymore. Like,
And I also hear like
it's 7 days a week. That's your life. I mean, you don't get vacations and
No,
sick
you have to
time
be
and
there.
everything. If you own a business, you're not working.
especially a restaurant, because
You're
I
not
always
making
hear
money.
the first 3 years of owning a new restaurant, expect to make like no profit or something. You don't start seeing profit until like
Restaurants,
year
a lot of restaurants fail. That's why you got to make it so bad that you get Gordon Ramsay to come and then
And you
makes
get
a
the free
great
stuff.
restaurant for you. Yeah,
4. Or you
exactly.
get the Queer Eye guys to come, and then that
Oh, yeah.
remodeling interior design guy is just going to buy you a smart fridge, HG televisions, and
and you're
everything.
gonna get great. Yeah, seriously, that's like the best. That is honestly the best part
I'm always
of the
impressed.
deal. It's like, okay, yeah, you got these guys and some ladies too are in there too. So it's guys and women,
Mm-hmm.
and in the new season because I've been watching them all too. The new
Yeah,
ones on
we finally
Netflix.
finished the new one.
But the best part is definitely having the remodel of your house, or that one college kid who was like the musician who had no friends. Remember that one?
Did he play video games a lot?
No, he had his own like band for a little while, and then he was going to be going to college. He lived with he was raised by his godmother, and they basically like got this apartment for him, or he had his godmother gotten an apartment for
Yeah,
him.
remember the mammoths? Oh man, I want to see a mammoth elephant fight.
Ooh.
I think it's going to take two elephants.
Mammoth wins.
I think 2 elephants can take down 1 mammoth. I think that's how it's going to work.
it's gonna have to take 2 though.
And do you think?
Well, how hot is it? What kind of elephants is it?
Oof, I don't
And
know.
what kind?
Whatever
and
the
mammoths can't handle the warm weather climate. So if you're down south, elephants.
whatever the Golden Company
Advantage
brings.
elephants.
But I think an elephant might be smarter than a mammoth. But a mammoth might have more ferocity.
Ferocity. It has the ferocity.
You know, he has ferocity. Hairy son of a bitch.
What
yeah.
the hell were we yammering about?
We were talking about
You know,
restaurants.
I don't want to
Try and steer the
Or that
conversation back.
Australian guy, the big muscles,
I don't want to nitpick here,
the restaurant guy.
but does
Oh yeah, that guy.
I hate that guy. Sorry, boss.
is there a lot of? I mean, it seems like a lot of the north is woods, but if it's
Well,
that
here.
if it's that cold, wouldn't there be permafrost and most of it would be tundra?
No, but this is the southern part of Beyond the Wall because it's at the wall.
So
When
there's,
you
like, a
see stuff,
summer?
they go beyond, like at the Fist of the First Men.
So
there's
is
no
there
woods
time
there.
of season where there's no snow
No,
in the north of the wall.
no,
No,
I
it's
think
like-
there's always snow.
it's like
you
the
can
Arctic.
see
Well,
the
then
wall
that's
weeping.
sort of like I feel like it'd be tundra.
Yeah, when you go really far up there. I would imagine.
I don't know, but I know what you're saying. Yeah,
But if it's
is it?
snow all
But
year
there,
round,
yeah,
I don't
because
think
there's
there'd be
there
trees.
is
That's what
also
I'm
like
saying.
around Winterfell when they find the wolf and everything. It's in there's summer snows.
Yeah.
So they
that's
talk about-
That's what I'm saying. Trees
Yeah.
don't really make sense.
Remember, winters can last like a decade in this.
Also, what kind of trees is it?
They're pine trees.
Douglas
trees
firs, Fraser.
No.
That's them
They,
balsams.
The ground's solid. The roots can't penetrate.
I see.
Well, then how's a tree outside growing into my fucking sink over there?
Yeah, it's
not
minus
cold
20
enough.
degrees.
I mean, it's not. Yeah.
That's true. I don't know. That's a good point. I don't know.
Now, how many battles do you think we're going to see in the next season? Is it all leading up to one big one?
I think 3.
3 sizable encounters?
I think 3, like 1 massive one, and then two
Skirmishes?
2 real good ones.
Okay. Any bad ones? Think the Sand Snakes are going to make an appearance?
Back from the grave.
Probably.
Well, they're all dead. Euron killed
Well, there's
Obara
like
and
50
the whip
more, right?
and the whipping one.
Yeah,
and then the other pixie one was killed with her mother by Cersei.
Well, the Night King's going to come by and just raise them up.
Yeah.
Now they're going to be cool.
We'll all be meeting our armies. I was right the whole time. Come look at these pictures I've done drawn. He's getting stupider. I think so. Neil Marshall directed this episode, I believe. Isn't Neil Marshall the one that was always yelling?
The bloody budget.
Yeah,
We'll see. We'll see when we do the recaps of our content.
of our recap.
Yeah, I'll play clips and then I'll play that song. I will remember you. Or I'll do memories
Oh
like
man,
the corners of our heart.
some Streisand.
Mm-hmm.
Alistair Thorne's a real shit. When you
Explain.
watch this, well, because of what he does and everything. Like, I understand everybody hates the wildlings, and you've been in the wall the whole time. You know, he's been in the wall for years and years already, and that is his life, and he has given his life. And I don't know what he did before. I don't know what he did to end up at the wall.
Tax evasion?
Probably white collar crime, but they took it much more seriously.
Yes.
And I love when Tormund's fighting. He's like does a lot of grunting.
Well,
and,
he
like,
fights the way you're
barking.
supposed
He's
to. Yeah, in a
He's,
medieval
like, very
setting, you gotta,
intimidating.
you gotta be scary, and you gotta. This is a crazy person coming out, and you just go. You
Oh,
just
I
gotta
would
keep
not-
going.
Yeah, not want to be anywhere near Tormund.
You can't be like the defensive guy, like no. You just go. You just
Yeah.
swing every blade you got.
But
Use your toenails if you have to. Never clip
sharpen
them.
him up. But what I don't understand is like, well, I don't know. I guess they're blinded by hatred, so they can't see. Like
Who?
the purpose, the people that stabbed Jon Snow, Ollie but like Alistair Thorne, like Janos Slynt is just like a sycophant, so he just latches on to Alistair Thorne,
Right.
and he had a brief period of being an authority figure in King's Landing before Tyrion sent him down there for being an idiot, and
What brings you to the wall? I was an idiot. A dwarf told me so.
I was a famous kisser. Remember that scene? Do you
Vaguely.
want me to teach you how to kiss proper? Oh God.
I've never wanted to kiss anything.
And he sticks his
any less.
finger in the guy's butt, and then he smells it. You remember?
What show are you watching?
This was an actual scene
Game of Thrones. Remember?
from Game of Thrones. It's the episode where it's after a group of guys from the Brotherhood without banners that
Okay.
we'd never seen before. They go and they wipe out the village that was being run. The group of people that was being headed by Ian McShane that the
Okay.
Hound is at, and they're building the Sept.
Right.
And then the Hound comes back. He hears the screams, and they were all killed, and he's hunting them down. And you see the group of guys that killed all those people around a campfire having a snack or something, and then they're
Some
chatting.
Doritos.
And the one guy's going, "Oh, I used to be a famous kisser." And he's the bald guy. Do you want me to teach you how to kiss proper? And then they're like, "Oh, sure, teach us how to kiss. I don't know." And then he's like, "Oh, you get real close and you jam your finger in their butthole." And then the guy's like, "Oh, you old queer." And then he takes his fingers out and he sniffs them, and he goes, "Smells like pussy to me." You seriously don't remember this?
No.
Gross.
Not
Yeah,
at all.
it was disgusting.
Did I? Maybe I missed an episode.
And then when he's laughing, he's like, "Oh, ha, 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 I can't believe I did that. That was great." And then they turn around and they're like, "Oh, shit." And the hound's there, and he just starts chopping them up.
I love the
giant shooting his giant bow is
Yeah.
awesome.
javelin, basically. Yeah. So, boss, you were pretty good at predicting stuff a few seasons ago.
Yeah?
We never saw the giants dancing, though.
Yeah. Well, you said you want to see giant stuff, Arya, assassin stuff. Most of your prediction. Oh, and you wanted to see Hordor fight scene. That was, and we were laughing it up, thinking, "Oh, that sounds so stupid," and we got it.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I'm curious. What do you predict?
Oh, yeah.
That's back when I used to draw the cartoons.
Yeah.
Which if I have
Gonna bring
time,
that back?
well, not fully, but maybe, especially for the final episodes, maybe here and there,
Yeah.
I can get into Flash.
Special final
They didn't
season.
it's not even called Macromedia Flash anymore. It's not even Adobe Flash. It's called something else. I haven't used it in years, but
What do you use now?
it's named something else. I should ask, hey Cass Van de Pol, if you're listening. Hopefully,
I hope you're doing well.
you're our most famous listener, by the way.
Yeah,
What
definitely.
program do you use? I know there's Animator. There's
Whoa. We know the inventor of Spider Trap.
Oh, that's true.
Well,
Sorry, Cass.
So.
Oh my God! Please
come
forgive
on.
us.
there is a hierarchy.
There is. Yeah.
The inventor, he is an inventor.
And he hates spiders.
Yeah, and I was actually going to buy
He's a
the
good man.
product, but it's very expensive here in the States because I guess it has to ship from Scotland. But it looked very good. It's
I blame Brexit.
a humane way to get spiders out of your house. And then with a little vegetable oil, it unlocks the glue and the spider.
See, now I wonder, because now some people don't mind spiders in the
Smashing?
house because they're good at eating other insects.
Yeah, man, but I don't want to wake up to see a spider over my head.
I'm getting the chills just thinking about it. See, I don't mind, like in
I
the
don't
bathroom,
find
you
that
get like a
many.
little house spider in the corner where it's like,
Yeah, like-
far away. If a spider's in the middle of the wall
And it's
gonna be
black.
moving somewhere,
And like a minute ago, it wasn't there, and then you look and it's there, and it's still. It's like, how fast did it get there? How fast is it gonna go if I try
then
and
when
kill
you,
it?
then I have to get like a mountain of paper towels, like a whole roll. Get it up, and then you have to like strike with the force of a rattlesnake,
put a hole
like
through
the
the
quickness of a viper.
It goes right through the drywall. And then you do that, you unlock like a nest and 1,000 other spiders. Oh man, those are bad times.
Oh God. That's why I don't. I had over the winter. I had so many mice. It was crazy.
Yeah, they sneak in.
But I didn't
leave my-
mind that. I don't honestly.
Well, it's just
I mean, I can't have them. I set traps and everything.
Yeah.
But I'm not like, if it was bugs, I couldn't live there. I'd have to leave. I'd say we're leaving
Oh
until this is resolved.
no. Like just the
Like
other
if I had a
day.
spider infestation.
Oh god. Like just the other day, I saw one of the silverfish, the centipedes.
Oh yeah.
Because I guess the warmer weather, the eggs start hatching it. But this was a big one, so this one I guess was hibernating or something.
It was the mama.
I guess, but yeah,
Ugh.
killed that quick. And then I sprayed
Fucker.
indoor pesticide all along the corners. I will not tolerate infestation. Oh, boss, did you say what pasta shape you wanted to be?
Oh yeah.
I
I
said
didn't
a
even
large
say.
fusilli.
Oh, a large.
Large
Oh
fusilli.
yeah, and I was single strand of angel hair, and you're a big, broad, flat lasagna
Noodle.
Oh no, and then I changed it to ravioli.
Okay, that's right.
I like how we're talking about it like this happened 3 days ago.
No. I left.
I forgot.
Yeah. All right. So, do you remember the names of these two giants? One's a
Mag the
king
Mighty, I think, is one.
and his son. I like his beard. He almost looks like a giant dwarf.
He is a giant
Yeah.
dwarf. It's awesome.
It's like a jumbo shrimp. That's an oxymoron.
Or like the dwarves in
true.
Marvel.
What?
The dwarves in the Marvel series. They're all giants, played by Peter Dinklage.
Oh God, Peter Dinklage.
what?
In that movie, I love Peter Dinklage. He overacts the hell out of that.
It's
scene.
fine.
Careful, boy. It's hilarious. My brother and I, because we're gonna go see the next Avengers, whatever, Final Infinity, whatever the fuck
Infinity
it's called,
fin-
Infinity
finale,
War
Final-
times Infinity.
Final Fantasy Infinity.
Yeah, the final one's coming out later.
I heard
this
Shazam's
month.
really good.
What's that?
Shazam, the new one.
Oh yeah, that's a
heard-
DC thing, right? Shazam's
Yeah.
DC, yeah. But oh my god, we were like laughing so hard
Cool story.
I forgot what I was gonna say.
To that.
All right. Oh, here we go. Is this the? Oh no, there's two others in here.
Is this the dog one again?
Oh no, this is the voice.
Oh God. Well, maybe.
Well, let's just see what happens. All right. Roll a d20. Roll a 1 through 5. You must do the remainder of the podcast doing a voice. 6 to 14, no change. 15 to 20, you can only ask questions.
Fine.
If we don't want to, we don't have to abide by it, and you can take it out. So 3. You must do the remainder of the podcast in a voice. What voice should he do?
You guys have to pick what voice it is.
What voice should he do the remainder of the podcast in?
What voice can you do?
That's true. What can he do?
I can do a lot of voices. What does that mean?
I would. My first thing that came to mind was Pee Wee.
Oh man, he's gonna have a sore throat.
What about King
know.
Kai? King Kai?
Who's King Kai?
That's basically the voice he does for young Darrow. Oh boy,
All right, guy. Game of
I would,
Thrones.
so my I was
that'd be kind of funny.
the thing that I
Well,
thought
that's
of,
just what I'm going to be doing now from now
the thing that I
on.
thought of before Pee Wee was I was trying to think of an actor who with an English accent, but I couldn't think of one, so I went to Pee Wee.
No, it's already been determined,
All right,
Goku.
he determined it. Here.
Now, if we all have to do voices, it's going to get pretty ridiculous.
Oh yeah, that's a 4. You have to do a voice now.
Can you do John?
I mean, sorry. Can you do Jon Snow?
No,
All right.
What voice can you do?
I could do Pilkin.
Well, that's kind of easy for him. I mean, this is a bit of a strain on
How
my...
about do Egret? Can you do Egret?
Yeah, you just gotta kind of talk in a really breathy way with an
You
English
gotta
accent.
talk like this.
You never fucked a bear.
You know nothing, Jon
You never fucked a
Snow.
bear.
Oh, your
Not
tongue.
well.
Your tongue.
Not well.
Well, who do you want to do?
None.
being very easy
I don't want
on
to do
you
any
here.
voices.
Oh, you just want to play?
Hey, I'm committed to the
You
role
must
now.
obey the hat.
You roll the dice,
It
boss.
takes too long to think of a voice that I could do.
Do Ermintrout, Mike Ermintrout.
Okay. That's the one I did last time.
All right,
though,
is
but
it?
That's the one. Yeah, that's the
Oh,
one I
was
did
like,
last
I know
time.
I can do that one.
No, yeah.
All right.
That was the whole point. Oh, look at this stupid kid, Ollie.
I'll do a snide British man. Hello. Let's
Now I
talk
gotta laugh like
Game
him, too.
of
Can you do
Thrones.
a John Houseman like that? Like, all right, you do.
Let's
you.
talk Game of Thrones.
That's not snow. That's working class.
Excuse me.
Oh, that's bad.
You guys sound like you're on the BBC.
Hello.
This is
This
Boss
is
of
Game
the
of
BBC.
Thrones.
Now, tonight on the Game of Thrones...
Tonight on the game.
No change for me. 14.
No changes.
The guy who wants to do a
man.
voice. The guy who wants to do a voice.
Well, that's just the way the
Can't
cookie
do it.
crumbles.
Quite a tragedy.
Now, Goku, we're going to be experimenting with a new technique. KO Ken, right? Times 1. All right, so...
Oh wow! This is so much fun, King Kai.
I can't even do... All
Oh,
right.
Goku, you're such an annoying optimist, Goku.
All right, so I think we're pretty much wrapping this up. You know, and also in the comments, feel free to leave your not questions, but your predictions to what's going to be
When
happening.
he's doing this voice.
What you want to see in the upcoming episodes.
Leave a comment. Now.
Yeah, and if you've been listening to our D&D stuff, I'm going to get back into that. The Thanksgiving special, still a lot more to go through.
Bramble Downs,
Bramble Downs, we'll get back to
like
that.
halfway through.
Yeah, so, you know, sometimes we just take breaks. It's just the way it happens.
Also, I hope I can salvage my hard drive.
Oh, yeah, Dexter's
I've
computer suffered, what was it, Windows 7 fucks up, and then you...
I've seen this for Windows 10 too.
Not on this computer.
No, not on yours.
It ain't going to be happening, buddy.
Well, I hope not.
Is that a threat?
We'll see. I went to turn on my computer. Hadn't turned it on in like a few weeks, really.
I think that might have been the issue.
No, but I've seen this happen to people. It doesn't matter.
It's
when I
like
was looking
turning off your
online.
brain for a few months. You
Gotta
try and
keep
restart
it
it.
sharp. Got to keep it sharp.
Yeah, bilateral
Active.
movement.
Oh,
What do you think, Mike Ermintrout?
it's not my.
I don't know
Oh, that's
who
right.
you're referring to.
He's Snide British man.
I'm sorry, Snide British man.
Where do you? What's your name?
Snide McBritish man. Thomas?
Clyde
Churchill.
Clyde Churchill.
Any relation to the leader?
He's the only two British people he can think of is
Unfortunately,
is Clive
no.
Owen, and then maybe Clyde, I think, and then I wanted to say Richard Churchill for some reason, even though it's obviously Winston. Yeah, my computer. When I turn it on, there's power to it.
Right.
And then on the monitor, it's just a black screen and then a white blinking cursor in the top left
Really
corner.
weird.
And then, like, if I tried to hit F8 when I was booting up to, like, get to safe mode or something, it just is beeping. There's nothing. You can't type anything. You can't access anything. So I was talking to my brother and his friend, who's like one of these computer whiz-bangs that I've heard about.
Cool.
And,
Does he work for Capsule Corp? Alexa, would you shut your fucking computer? Shut up!
jeez, how rude.
I'm gonna unplug this piece of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I have to basically, like, I'm going to have to reinstall the operating system. I'll probably get Windows 10 now, but before that, I have to figure out how to salvage all the data on my solid state and regular hard drive.
I think if you can take out the hard drives from your computer and just give them to your brother, and then he can probably connect it right to his machine, and then
Oh, yeah. Well, his friend has, like, this giant thing that looks like a toaster, and he sticks the hard drives in there.
and it has like a USB feed out.
Yeah, it's able to, like, pull the data, because he did this for my
Yeah.
brother's ex-girlfriend, and it worked for a lot of, like, really old stuff. Like, these are, like, I have a solid-state hard drive in the one. It's not that old, so I don't know.
Yeah, it should
But
work.
I just haven't had the time to,
And also, Windows 10,
to
I hear,
address
is
the
the
problem.
best for performance with games and stuff like that. That's right,
I-
Goku.
Windows 7 Ultimate from 2013.
Now, that you bought that, or that was just
No,
something you had?
I didn't buy that.
Yeah, because I was using XP for years. That survived.
Oh, yeah, XP.
That survived like 3 computers.
Oh my god, yeah, I had XP forever.
How long do I have to do this?
Incredible.
The whole podcast. You gotta be more like boss and not say very
A
much.
word.
Well, then it's going to be 2 guys not talking and 1 guy talking to himself while drinking beer.
Finally!
The future of entertainment is here.
You've selected very interesting episodes. They are captivating me.
That doesn't sound too snide to me. You should be like, I poop better than this.
Yeah, this episode.
I see better
you
looking
shouldn't be
things on my
impressed
toilet.
At all. I poop better than this. My poop both smells and tastes better than this.
Oh, they showed Wolf
episode.
there for 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Hopefully, he'll be more incorporated in the upcoming episodes.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to Ghost.
Terrible use of the wolf. Could have been much more.
There you go. Whoa.
I don't know why there's just stuttering going. Oh, is this the anvil part where he like smashes his head on the anvil?
Yeah, how does Jon Snow survive that? How does
Iron
he
Head.
remain conscious?
Like, remember Shaolin Sokka? Ironhead.
Shaolin Sokka.
Yeah.
It took me a second to figure out what the hell you said.
That's a great comedy Chinese movie.
Oh yeah, I love that movie. Kung Fu Hustle is also very good. Stephen Chow, right?
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah, so hopefully I can salvage that, and there'll be more Bramble. Wasn't me.
That was loud.
Sorry
How
about
did
that.
that not shatter?
It's very strong glass. This is my fife, Dexter.
Ooh, yeah, the instruments. No, you gotta play it and sound like King Kai playing it. That's the rule.
No,
Neat.
but there's actually a way. It's 2 octaves, so if you purse your lips a certain way, it plays a higher thing.
Oh.
That's Independence Day.
How has his family not murdered him yet?
And then
Wait,
I got
let me hear that. I missed it. I was watching
was
Jon
not-
Snow hammer a
That's
cannibal.
not very snooty, British.
I was watching Jon Snow hammer a cannibal.
Oh, I hear it. It's very good.
Terrible.
Play another one. Let's guess another one.
Well, and then I also got these Irish tin whistles, which I discovered you can play both at the same time. You just got to put them both in your mouth.
Not the nostrils?
No.
Ooh.
So I'm going to be doing music for...
What was that?
That was just something I was...
Sounded
making up.
That was the
Renaissance.
Ballad of Excelsior.
What's that? What's the Green Leaves song or whatever? What's that? Green sleeves.
Brown sleeves.
Ooh.
The third appendix.
And then you can do like Western sounds. So.
There you go.
I mean, there you go.
That was
It literally took me
neither
a
the
month
good
to get any
nor the
sound.
bad,
out.
Just to get that?
just the
Can I try?
ugly.
Yeah, do you want to just rub it off?
Excuse me.
Rub it off. Rub it off.
I beg your pardon.
Because I've never played,
I say.
I never played the flute before, a wind instrument, and it's not like you blow into it like a saxophone. You have to blow over it. Yeah, good luck. Something funny?
Yeah, I just look over. I'm making no sound. I look over. Boss just staring at me, waiting for something to happen.
And now Dexter's debut event.
You all ready to rock? Do you have to have it angled a certain way?
Yeah, it becomes second. It's like riding a bike. Once you get it, then you just know how to hold it.
Do you put your lips a certain way?
Like you're blowing across it.
Like, do you like purse your lips or something, or just go
Kinda, you kind of, you know.
put your top lip over, like an overbite?
Yeah, maybe something like that. All right, so this podcast has evolved into voices and Dexter blowing into a tube, not making any sounds. I think he's turning blue.
I almost had something there.
Yeah, you did. Do you have to stare directly at?
Is it better to blow more directly, like at the hole, like, or
You're kind of like blowing at a 45-degree angle down.
Okay. I had something there. You've all witnessed greatness.
All right.
Here you go. That's
Well, if you
pretty
want
impressive.
one, they're cheap
Yeah, I
on-
want that one.
All right.
Give it to me.
They're cheap on Amazon.
Oh, he's mastered it. Look at this guy.
Well, I haven't mastered the high pitch.
Tell the people where you're going to be performing. That's the kind of sound that you get like on the battlefield, you know? You need a snare drum
Yes.
accompanying you
Well,
there.
what I want to learn
drummer.
is, remember the beginning of Gangs of New York?
Yeah.
That's what it's a fife.
Yeah.
March us off to battle. Here we
Yeah.
go to die.
Just some drunk Irishman like wailing away. That's going to be a fight. I'll bring my flute. You idiot.
No, but I like getting these instruments. They're fun.
Nothing like a fun instrument
Yeah.
to pass the time.
Almost thinking about getting a harp, but too expensive. And an accordion. Also too expensive.
Accordion.
Yeah, you can get a little kid's one for like 10
Boss,
bucks.
would you play an accordion?
No, I
You're
would
gonna Urkel
not.
it up?
I'm not instrumental.
No? So if you had a choice to play whatever instrument, what would you want to play? Nothing? Or you're a singer?
I am a singer above all instruments.
Your voice is your instrument.
All the leaves are brown. All the
Precisely.
leaves are brown. All right, so any final thoughts before we embark? The next thing you watch is going to be us talking about the new episode.
I believe we should cut this 30 minutes ago.
We should cut this in the past.
Go back in time and cut it.
This was garbage.
Total.
I thought it was
garbage.
pretty good.
I think this is great.
Yeah.
We said at the beginning it was garbage, but just for the record.
Yeah, this was Dex's idea. Put all the blame on him. Hey, guys, you want to do a recap of Game of Thrones?
You listen to the whole thing, you suckers.
Hey, yeah.
No, we said this is we get the hot garbage out of the way, and then it's just regular
Tepid garbage coming up
regular
next week.
garbage next week. Yeah,
And then by the end of it all, ice cold garbage. Because it's Winterfell.
maybe winter is coming. Winter is here.
Oh, it's been here.
Oh my!
It's moving in. And I bet you gave him food, didn't you? Now he'll never leave.
All right, well, I guess that's that. Boss has clearly had it. We're just interrupting him watching the episode at this point.
Basically, that's what you're doing. You bastards.
you insufferable bastards. All right, well, I've been King Kai, and sorry Goku couldn't have joined us, or Oxnard.
Yep.
Well, Oxnard had to leave.
You're better anyway.
Yeah, I know.
You got those instruments.
And I got those glasses, and I got antennae. And I live with a monkey
That's fun.
on a tiny little planet.
You have an endless supply of food.
That's true. And I'm fat, so I eat it.
Yeah,
And-
there you go.
So I'm enjoying myself.
And
You don't have to eat that
feces.
monkey. And feces. He's throwing it off planet, maybe. Maybe the
Tossing
monkey
it
is
at
tossing
you.
it. Yeah.
That's what
Rubbing
monkeys
it in
do.
your face, licking your genitalia.
Does King Kai have genitalia? Do I mate? I thought it was a god.
How do you become like one of the?
Aren't I like a Maillard spirit?
Yeah, kind of. They have like they oversee.
I just
the Kais
am.
oversee different like quadrants of the universe.
I don't know much
And
about
then
Dragon
the main
Ball lore.
Kai is like an old rocker dude.
You're right.
Supreme Kai. Oh no, Supreme Kai is the younger guy that lives on that planet. Then there's never mind. Getting my Kais confused.
The thing I don't like about Dragon Ball Z
Because
Kai,
the Mohawk is the Supreme Kai, the guy with the Mohawk.
yeah, they cut out so many of the good stuff, like Snake Way and stuff. They cut out like all the good stuff, like when Goku fell off, and then he was
Yeah.
fighting with the two.
Oh,
demon
yeah,
guys.
yeah, yeah, and he
And
has
then
to-
he wakes up in the desk of the other kind. He has to restart the whole thing.
Yeah.
They like made it too expedient, but that's the reason why I love.
Oh,
the
what you're
show.
talking about with the reboot of it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why they even did. I don't understand why they did that. I have problems with like the English like voice acting now of that new Dragon Ball Z stuff. It's Chris Sabat has. It's just not the same. It doesn't have the same energy.
They do it with a lot of shows, even Hunter x Hunter on Netflix. That's not the original show I watched. It's like they redid it. It's the same exact
Really?
thing, but it's like new animation.
Really?
Yeah, you never seen it?
Not on the Netflix. No, I watched it like either downloaded or
Yeah, I
on
saw it
Crunchyroll.
on a
even,
website.
probably that app.
Oh, and the new
Boss
Twilight
wanted it
Zones.
to end. It's still going on.
It's gonna end in a second, boss. Don't worry. No, I'm just gonna search it. Let's see. H U. There it is.
Oh, there. Wait, what's that? The Legacy? Go down. Go back. See, scroll down. Hunter x Hunter : No, on the list of titles. The fuck is that? The Last Mission. Oh, titles related to. I guess there was some OVA movie thing. All right, never mind.
I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this is the original.
I've never watched the English.
To me, it just looks newer. Maybe I'm wrong.
Gon Kurapika. I have never watched the English dub.
Hey, look, it's Frigg. Here, take some gold.
Yeah. Why are they
gonna
going to stay
fight?
here? Oh, no, we're leaving. Well, I might as well pay you for no reason.
All right, so I've been here.
Yep.
Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones.
See you next week.
See you next week.
Perhaps.